Let's go. What's good? What's good? What we do, peoples? What we doing? What we doing? Let's go. How many people in here? 55. Crazy, you guys come through for the LA Lakers. Let's see who in here. Let's see who in here. Roll call time. Roll call time. Festo, Kiwan, Solo, Mr., Mustafa, Abdul, Malik, Dennis, Jordan Murray, Eric, Breezy, Assad Muhammad, J. Lloyd, Angie, Mr. 221, Cordarius, 7 Day Sports, Christopher Green. See you later. I'll walk him down. J. Mac, Empire Jeff, Terrence, BS Filter, Darius Lee. Let's go. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Big win for the Lakers. Eric Quan Johnson, Clippers K. Let's go. Clippers K. Let's go. I told y'all, I said AD got to have a monster game. I said AD got to have a monster game. That's right. 68 likes. Let's get the likes up. Luke Davidson, Morrell Johnson, Timbo, Christopher Green. Let's go. Let's get the likes up. Where we at in the likes? We lit the night, boy. Come on, 34 likes. Come on, quit with the jokes. Quit with the jokes. Night Mark, Vino, Trini MVP. What's good? Let's get the likes up, man, before I start letting people in here. OKC up 18-6. Jermaine, Patrick Jones. Come on, man. Knowledge in the building. Let's get the likes up, man. Come on, man. We should easy be at 55 likes right now. Should easy be at 55 likes right now. Easy. Come on, man. This is us. We all we got. Laker Roll Order was good. Come on, man. Let's go, man. It's a great day today, man. Great day. We moving up, man. We moving up. Thank you, knowledge. We moving up. We moving on up, y'all. Let's go. Oh, we definitely smoking Memphis on Tuesday. So that's what I'm saying. We moving up. No John Morant, no Brandon Clark. Smoke time. We burning them up, man. Come on, man. What's our record? What our record gonna be on Tuesday? What's our record gonna be on Tuesday? We don't need D-Lo for Tuesday. We're gonna smoke him. We're gonna smoke him. Martin, what up? Oh, it's definitely gonna be a 3-game win streak, without a doubt. Without a doubt. We smoking stuff, man. We wiping nose. 32 and 34. 2 games under 500 on Tuesday. This gonna be big. We're gonna be 2 games under 500 on Tuesday, man. That's gonna be big. That's gonna be big. Where we at in likes, y'all? Where we at in likes? Let's get the likes up, man. I want to come on right after the game, but a situation happened, so I couldn't come on right after the game. But you know what? I'm here now. Kato, what's good, bro? That's right, man. Yeah, listen, man. I'm telling you, man. We tearing stuff up, man. Wow. Then it's Dylan Brooks out. Clippers gonna get a win tonight. Clippers, this is gonna be their first win with Westbrook. This is gonna be the Clippers' first win with Westbrook. That's right. I love the early games. Oh, we're gonna be 500. I can see it now. Stunner was good. Terrence Harvey, what up? We're gonna be 500. Think about it like this. We're gonna be 2 games under 500 on Tuesday. And then we're gonna do the now Clippers gonna win tonight. They got no Ja and no Dylan Brooks or Brandon Clark. And then the Clippers thirsty for a win right now. Ever since I threw the Clipper K on them, they couldn't think straight. They couldn't think straight once I threw the Clipper K on them. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Perspective Gaming, what up? A lot of, I ain't gonna say a lot. A couple people asked me, everybody like these hats. I'll be having this in my these hats in my online store. But if y'all want a hat, y'all I can I got them in flavors. You know what I'm saying? Got them in flavors. You know, y'all like that? Got them in flavors. Got them in flavors. Got them in flavors, guys. You know I'm gonna take care of y'all, man. You know I'm gonna take care of y'all. Navy blue. Camouflage. Ooh, that's hard body right there. Hard body karate. Let's get the likes up. Ooh, summertime. Y'all know what this hitting for. White joint. You know, a lot of people like these joints, man. These joints going like hotcakes. It sound like hotcakes, man. Yep. It sound like hotcakes. Yep. For you guys, I do for you guys 15 because it's gonna be 20 with the shipping. So I do 15 for y'all because it's gonna be 20 with the shipping. But when I do it in person, I sell it for $20 in around the weight. But it's 20, so it's 15. Yeah, I'm a pusher. You know, I'm your pusher, man. You know what it is. I'm your pusher, man. Banks, what up, though? Daniel Sports, what's good? Yeah, yeah, it's like $15. It's gonna be $5 shipping because y'all not in New York, you know. So how many likes we got? These hats is hard. How many likes we at? Where we at in likes? That's right, get the likes up. Baines ain't dropping no 50. My boy Daryl, look at my boy Daryl Turner said. My boy said, yo, at least 30. Don't sell yourself cheap. I was just doing a gift for you guys. These hats is hard body karate, great quality. Yeah. Y'all come in smoking. Y'all come in smoking. What y'all think about the LA Lakers? Hit the like button. Dal Turner is in the building. DeAndre in the building. From Canada is in the building. Tom Lou in the building. Al is in the building. Hitman J, Clipper K, you know what it is, in the building. What y'all think about the game? What you think about the game?
Hey, salute, Kareem.
Salute. Mustafa, I can't see your face. It's background. I mean, it's black. I can't see it. I can't see anything, bro. I ain't gonna let you up till I see it. I just see a blank screen. Go ahead, Elder. I'm listening.
Oh, good game. I did not get to watch it, so I cannot give it to you from a viewer standpoint. What I did, I was traveling, so I got a chance to just see the score going back and forth. I wasn't listening to it either, because I couldn't find it on the radio in that car I was in. But what I liked was seeing the Lakers be up 6, then Golden State cut it down to 3, or be up 8, cut it down to 3. Lakers push it back up. Then they cut it down to 2. They push it back up. Then they cut it down to 1, push it back up. They cut it to 0. I mean, it was tied at one point, and then they cut it back up. I like that. That shows me that they're battling. Going off things that other people said in other streams I was in, a lot of people was praising Darvin Ham tonight. They were like, some of the subs he made were really good subs that helped put the Lakers over. And then they said certain players stepped up big. Um, I can't speak from that perspective because I didn't get to watch them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't actually get. I got to literally watch the last 2 minutes of the game when it was just pretty much free throws at the end. You know what I'm saying? That's when I came in, when it was pretty much the Lakers making free throws to win the game. So, but I like the resilience of this team. I like the fight in this team, and like I told y'all a few weeks ago, watch the Lakers be a professional team. Remember when all the crap was going on behind the scenes and all that? I kept saying professional, professional, professional. What are y'all watching? You're watching a team going out there being professionals and playing basketball. And because we have depth and because we have talent, you seen the Lakers win some games that, last year we definitely would have lost. So any win in the NBA is a good win. This is a good quality win on the team, one of the hottest teams in the NBA. If I'm not mistaken, Golden State had won 5 straight games, and they got Curry back, and he played 30 plus minutes, and the Lakers still won the game. I think that's a very good win for the Lakers.
Mustafa, go ahead. You can talk.
All good. Yo, I just want to salute both of you. Salute Kareem.
Salute.
Elder, I'm a big fan of you as well. Salute to you as well.
Hey, salute, my brother.
Um,
Salute.
yeah. I'm honestly in a great mood because AD is that guy. Showed it tonight. Austin Reeves is my favorite white boy, and the other cool thing about AR, the other cool thing about AR
It
is,
ain't
in
many of
my
them in the league, so
exactly, bro, a big upgrade because like when we lost Caruso, like a lot of us was upset and shit, but the organization bounced back drafting AR-15. That's a good to the what do you call it, the scouting department for picking him up. But if I'm not mistaken, him and Troy Brown have been shooting like 50% this month and the last month for most games for the Lakers. So a big shout out to like Troy Brown Jr. holding it down in AR-15. And for tonight, we just need what do you call it? We need the Clippers to lose. That'll help us out in the standings as well. And I think Orlando's down by like 2 at halftime, but we need Orlando to win against the Blazers. That could definitely help us out.
oh, cool, man. I think the game you said the Clippers. I don't anticipate them losing. That team is very depleted tonight. They got three starters and four rotational guys, top 8 guys out
Yeah,
with
the
Ja.
Clippers ain't gonna
That
lose.
I don't see the
They're
Clippers,
not
and
gonna
they're
lose.
desperate. The Clippers is a desperate team now. They got what 5 straight losses,
Yeah,
and
they
Yeah,
they're at
that's
home.
great.
they ain't gonna
So
lose.
I really don't anticipate the Clippers losing tonight. It's very hard in the NBA to beat a desperate team. When a team got 3, 4, 5, 6 losses in a row, and they really shouldn't, they're a decent, talented team. That's one of the scariest teams in the NBA. So I really anticipate the Clippers winning tonight. They need to win bad. If they can't win this game, they got some real serious problems that we don't know about. They got some
And then
very serious problems.
and then the crazy part is they playing a depleted team. So
Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm
like,
saying. You got their best player out. You got their best perimeter and on point defender out. You have their best big man out, their best interior defender out, and you have their best hustle guy out in Brandon Clark. So you got like 4 critical components missing. You don't have your closer. You don't have your best defender to stop somebody. You don't have your best big man to do anything inside. And you don't have your best 50-50 guy that gets loose balls, tips, stuff like you don't have none of them. So I just don't, bro. I don't they got some more talent there. But what happens in games like that is those guys have to step up and they may hang for a little bit, but by the time the second half roll around, bro, they're gonna be so tired, and you're gonna have nobody to go to. Those other guys on the bench are not gonna be able to come in and produce on the level that they would normally produce because they would be the bench guys. You see what I'm saying? So like Tyus Jones, he'll step in and be a good, solid point guard for Ja, but he ain't finna close the game. I can't even think of who steps in for Brandon Clark, and I definitely can't think of who steps in for um, the two guard Dylan Brooks. I don't know. I mean, you put Bain in that position, maybe. I just I don't know. I don't know who they
Right.
got, bro. I
They
don't know
got
who they
Zaire, they
got.
got Zaire Williams. That's the
Yeah,
one.
you put him in there. I just don't see those guys producing on that level. I don't see them getting enough. Especially not. Don't forget you're playing against the Clippers, the best
Right.
roster money could buy. And don't forget this: the Clippers are desperate. They've lost 5 straight games, bro, and they're home. So it just you got too many. I think somebody said on the other channel this is an 8 point spread. That's a huge spread in the NBA, y'all. 8 points in the NBA. That's literally like Vegas giving you no chance to win the game.
But you never know because in the NBA, because like the other day,
You right
the
about
Celtics
that?
were up 28 against. They were up by
Yeah, I
28
saw
against
that.
Brooklyn,
Yeah,
and they
the
somehow
Nets.
lost.
The Nets.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the Nets. I don't think the Nets was depleted though. They had all their guns to go back and get that
Right.
W. Yeah, when
Yeah.
you
But
depleted,
I would
you
say
just
yeah.
we'll see though. You do
I
got to
say
go
the
out
only
and
way
play the
they
game. You
lose
got to
is
go out and play it.
it depends. It depends on Russell Westbrook. Like Russell Westbrook, low-key, he could help Memphis win.
I agree with that too. Now, Russ has been known to do. Russ,
Yeah,
Russ has been known to help the other team a little bit sometimes, but Russ actually hasn't been playing. He had one bad game to what I'm seeing. He hasn't been
he was great
playing
last
bad
game.
though,
He was
has he?
great last game.
Yeah,
Last
he
game he
only
was
had one.
great, but the Warriors one he embarrassed himself. That
Hey, I
was
got a
so
lot of
embarrassing.
static on my end, y'all. There's a lot of static on my end.
It's a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. I'll keep it
Man,
clear.
okay, the other channel said I was perfect. I don't know what the hell going on now that I'm over here. It's different when I go to different panels, man. Like ticket panel, I can't even get in on. And this one said I got static. Showtime said I was perfect. They said I was perfect over there. I got the Grizz on this one. Hey, Cordarius Reed. Unfortunately, I bet on the Grizz, not knowing that they had all those people out. My boy Showtime set me up, but it's all right. It's all good. I'll be laughing in the end, y'all. I'll be laughing when it's all said and done. I ain't talking about tonight. When it's all said and done, I'll be the one laughing. Guy like them, they be wanting to bet me when the sucker stuff, him and Mass and all that. They be like doing them sucker bets, but I'm with it. I'm with it. If I say it, I got to back it up. Ain't that right?
Yep.
I didn't know Memphis. I didn't know Dylan Brooks was suspended. How long was he suspended?
Just for a game.
That's not bad.
Now, what did they suspend him for?
He has too many texts. He has 16.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
He's
And
suspended
Clark
for
is done
tonight.
the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Clark is done. Clark is done.
He tore his Achilles. That's I don't
Yeah.
like to see that.
Yeah. That's
Man, I don't like to see no injury, bro.
right.
Man,
And he was
I hate
nice
that
too. He
for
was like
them.
average 60% from the field he was shooting.
65, bro.
65.
65.
Like
That's
that, yeah.
literally
Something
almost
like that,
making
yeah.
7 out of every 10 shots, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Kareem, remember, I think it was last week, maybe a week before that. Remember how people was just trying to pin me down and, hey, make a decision on the West and give us your West prediction. Give us your, and I said, no, I'm not giving a West prediction. I'm not predicting the West because I just don't know what the heck gonna happen with the West. You don't know. I'm telling you, man, the West is still so wide open. So when people was pressing me last Thursday and all that, look what done happened now. Now Memphis is not the 2 seed in people's eyes now, even though they got all this. People
Oh no,
don't
they
see
done.
Memphis as,
They done.
yeah, people don't
Right.
see Memphis being strong no more. So this is why I cannot predict the West, y'all. Honestly,
Nah, you
besides
can't
Denver,
predict it.
there's been nothing consistent in the West this year.
Denver the only
Nothing.
consistent team.
It's the only team. But even with them being consistent, who got Denver winning? Nobody. I don't know anybody that thinks Denver's gonna win. Some team will eventually get it together. Some teams will eventually get it together, get rolling. I mean, shoot, Golden State 5-game win streak before they lost to the Lakers tonight. Then if they get Wiggins, because he's not hurt, Wiggins is out for something personal, y'all. So
Yes,
Yeah, you're not hurt.
once that happens, I mean, Golden State could be back in the mix. So I'm not picking the West until probably till the season over, y'all, because it's just too volatile. Like just to say how to pick, like all the people that had Memphis going to the Western Conference Finals now. All of them got to change their bet now. They got to change their stuff now, bro. They're not that team is
This is
not going to
looking
make
nice
it
too.
with Ja being possibly gone for the season. With old boy being
So
definitely
John
gone
not
for
going
the
for the season. John, I just
season.
think that
He might be. Did you guys hear the
didn't see
news?
that report
He might be
today?
suspended for
Kareem,
50.
you hear that today?
Yeah,
what
he had
report?
a gun
The
on the
league
plane.
may suspend him
team
50
plane.
games, bro. The NBA investigating.
50 games, yeah.
I guess he had a gun in Colorado.
But
And
that
they
don't mean I already know how they're gonna flip it. You know what they're gonna say? Somebody out there gave him the gun.
They got to prove that though.
They ain't
They
gonna
have
say
to
he
prove
took
that.
that on the plane.
They're gonna have
Apparently
to
he brought on the
prove that,
team plane.
Kareem. You're gonna have to prove that. Because this is the thing. You can say that, but then when you say who brought you the gun, prove to me how they got to Colorado.
Because what's knows his friends he would?
Bro, again, his entourage. You're gonna have to prove how they got out there.
His
If they were
entourage,
out,
his entourage don't be on the plane with them.
Kareem, I fully understand that. All I'm saying is that if the league is investigating you, bro, it's not like the police investigating you. The league more by different standards, bro. They don't have to, prove innocent. They don't have to do that. If they don't like what they see, they do what they do. They're the ones that put the info out, Kareem, not us. We didn't make that up. It was on ESPN today with what's in it. He said the league is considering a 50-game suspension.
Damn.
So we have to see, bro. I'm just saying.
If the league do that, they showing that they not playing because they're doing it to a star player. It's not a role player. So
And that's the minimum. I think that's the standard they set with, was it Gilbert or whoever it was that recent, not recent, but one of them dudes had a gun in the locker room or something, bro.
That was good.
And I think did he get suspended 50 games?
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
So that's
Yeah,
the
he
standard is what the league is saying. So it's gonna be a minimum, and they're gonna have to prove this stuff though, because y'all understand when they flying private, y'all, they don't go through the TSA and all that kind of stuff, bro. You could easily get away with that, bro. You could easily get away flying private and taking guns.
Yeah,
You could.
yeah, because you don't got to go to the checkpoint.
Yeah, you could. So whatever he says, he gonna have to prove. And if he can't prove it, and then let's just say he lies, and they prove he lies, he gonna miss more than 50 games, y'all.
Right.
The
No,
league ain't finna play with this dude.
Yeah, he think he from O Block for real. He throwing the gang side and then do the gun. Like you killing yourself. I want to see how fast the Nike
Okay.
endorsement take from him.
hey, I was just about to say that
If
in
you
that power
get-
rating.
Hey, you know what? As I was driving, Kareem, getting here to the hotel I'm staying at tonight, I saw a thing come to mind. I didn't get to read it though. I didn't get to see the article, but I guess Nike finally put a statement out. I don't know what it is though. I don't know if anybody in the chat has seen it. Nike did put some kind of
Oh, I
statement
seen
out.
that one.
So I don't know what they said. Probably something similar to let's wait till all the smoke clear, all the information comes in, and we're gathering. You know, because what can they say? They hearing it like we are. Nike don't know what's going on. They hearing it just like we are.
Mhm.
So they're not gonna jump
Yeah,
to
I read it this
conclusions
morning.
and assume the dude's guilty. But they got to talk to Ja too. All these endorsers, man, they had a big commercial thing for Ja for the NCAA tournament, y'all. Like he was gonna be one of the main guys they promote during the NCAA tournament. I wonder if they still gonna do. I think that was with the drink, the Gatorade or whatever he got
Yeah,
a endorsement, Powerade or something like that.
Yeah.
They got like a big, huge advertising. You know how much that stuff costs, bro? That's millions of dollars. Millions
I
of
got
dollars.
hold on, fellas. I got a cash app from Kel 125. Thanks for the cash app, bro. I appreciate the cash app. We need to get the subscribers up, man. Man, Elder's ready to hit the 7,000K, man. I mean 7.
Should have been there.
Yeah, come on, man. Come subscribe, Elder, man.
Man, y'all get the subscriptions. What y'all doing? Let's get after it, man. I can't even. Hey, where we at? You know how we do. Where are we at when it comes to?
We need 200 people. We need 200 people.
Subs. I mean, where we at with people hitting the like button today?
We need the like button. We
How many we got in here? Y'all already know. I don't even got to see the numbers. Match the numbers up, y'all. Come on, man.
220. I think it's like 109 likes. King Charles, what up, bro? We got King Charles. We got
hit that like button, y'all.
We got
like the cash app up. Hit the super chat. Y'all want the question read?
Man, we need 200 subscribers, man.
We that close? 200. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. We want that before the playoffs start, y'all. We need them 200 subs before the playoffs start.
In a week, man. Because I'm gonna push it out there. We can do 25 people a day, right?
Oh, we should be able to.
Yeah, we can do 25 a day. Let's get 25.
This time next week, we won't be at that 7,000, y'all.
Yeah, let's hit 25 subs today, y'all. 25 subs. If you're not, I want to see 25 subs, man. I'm gonna sing the Star Spangled Banner tomorrow. Yo, Asad Muhammad,
yes, sir.
You had a game? What's up, bro?
Yeah, I was at the game. Yeah, it was really cool. It was like rocking, man. It was insane. You know, the intensity. You know, and it's a lot of Warriors fans. You know, out there. It's crazy.
It is. I was shocked.
Yeah, man. But I'm happy we got the dub. I'm happy my boy AD cooked, and I'm just glad we got the dub, man. You know, so hopefully Utah loses and get that 10 seed.
We're gonna get the 10. I ain't worried about that now. We in. I'm talking my trash. We in. Because AD.
Yo, bro, how much did the liquor tickets cost?
See, I worry about AD more than anybody. Once he showed me that, because everybody else, all we just need to do to play their job. AD is the one we need to play like a monster. Everybody else just need to do their job.
Right. He played like a monster, you know. You just act very active.
Hey, because you got guys like Austin Reeves, Troy Brown Jr., Walker, Schroeder. Who I'm missing, y'all? Somebody else been hitting threes. Because Beasley ain't even been hitting threes. Somebody else been hitting threes decent, though. I'm forgetting, y'all. Who is it? Somebody else been hitting. But because those guys are shooting at a decent clip, they can't load up on AD. That's why he killing. When we don't make shots, it's easy to load up on AD, y'all. But when we open like that, that's how you get blown out in this league. So they have to play honest, and when they play honest, AD is going to destroy this league. There is no answer for a healthy AD in this league. I have not seen it. This is why I kept saying we got to do the trade. People was capping for old boy, and I kept telling y'all we need the balance in this roster. We need these extra shooters. We need these extra wings. This will make us a team. You can't tell me this team, even without Bron, doesn't look night and day different, y'all. It's night and day different. And I wish we would have had this type of vision in the summer when we could have got a better package. Because in the summer, honestly, what we would have got, y'all, the deal I heard, I was mistaken. I went back and checked. Guess what the final deal was in the summer that we turned down?
In Utah?
We would have got
Larry Markkinen.
Conley, Larry Markkinen, and
Oh my God.
Vanderbilt. We'd
Oh,
had to give up both. No, we'd had to give up both our picks, but they was actually giving us back a 2023 first round pick. It would have been a
what?
late first round pick, but we was getting back a 2023 first round pick for giving up both of our picks unprotected for those three guys. You telling me now, hindsight 2020, that could you Conley? You see how he bought? Hey, who beat us? Who beat
Conley.
us to Minnesota, y'all? Conley.
Conley.
Conley was the one
Oh,
that
Mike
beat us.
Conley easily.
He hit the big three
Yeah,
to
hit that
push it up
dagger.
to 5, and then he came back and hit the floater to put the cherry on top. I'm telling you, Conley would have been great for us. I like D'Lo. Conley better because he's less money in my opinion, and he's gonna give us the same level of production we need. And
Right.
we're marking it out there, and now we got wings galore, and we're super long. You telling me you wouldn't rather have Marketing than Rui Hachimura? Come
Oh,
on,
what was
man.
the
You
reason
wouldn't
Rob
rather,
said no
hey,
to that though?
because old girl would not give up the 2 picks, bro. That's what it was.
Oh,
Jeannie Buss wouldn't give
Rob,
up
bro.
the 2 picks.
Oh, it's Genie.
It's
It was
not
Genie. It
Rob. You
wasn't
blaming
Rob.
Rob, but it's Jeannie. Yeah, Jeannie wouldn't give up those 2 picks. She
Girl's
didn't. But
crazy.
I'm telling you, they were not committed in the summer, y'all. They weren't. They was committed if we got a home run deal or that's it. And I was trying to tell y'all that is a home run deal. Actually, Rui, we still would have been able to get, y'all. That would have got rid of Beasley for us. We wouldn't have got Beasley. But with Walker playing the way he is, we wouldn't have had to have Beasley.
Right.
Man, come on, bro. We would have
Yeah.
still been able to, because Rui, we gave up, oh boy, to get Rui. Remember? He wouldn't have been in that deal. We gave up the third point guard to get Rui. So imagine Rui, Hachimura, Marketing, Vanderbilt, and we still would have had Conley. Still would have had Schroeder. Still would have had Reeves. We wouldn't have had Beasley though. Beasley wouldn't have been in
We would
that
have
deep.
kept Gabriel too. We would have kept Gabriel too, huh?
But it doesn't mean, yeah, we still would have kept Gabriel. It doesn't mean we couldn't have got Beasley. Do you know why? Because we could have packaged up Beverly. Oh no, we couldn't because you can't. I don't think you could have traded him back to that same team, can you?
No.
Yeah, because we couldn't
No.
have done that deal. I was gonna say we could have packaged Beverly instead of getting Obama and do that. So man, it just this team. I'm telling you, imagine us starting the season with Marketing, Vanderbilt, and Conley on our team.
We've been
Start the season with that. We still
Top-
would have had
top
them
four
3 small
easily.
guards, but
yeah,
bro,
back top
man,
4.
I think we'd have been even better than that, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think we'd be
But
top
with
3.
this team, I'm happy. But I feel like if we had this current roster live with everyone healthy, we would have been like top 4 easily.
Bro, you know why we'd have been so
With
much
Russ,
better? Because we wouldn't have had to deal
I mean
with
not
Russ
Russ,
at
D'Lo,
all,
yeah.
and we'd have had the
Yeah.
balance that all. First off, you get a happy LeBron James. Remember how pissed off he was at the beginning of the year because the Lakers didn't do the trade? And he
Yeah.
was jacking the games up and all that stuff. Bro, come on. This team, I think this team would have been first or second in the West. I really do. If we'd have done that trade then, we'd have been first or second in the West. Because imagine how Beverly plays when you can put him in his real position. Now, we'd have had to move a guard. We probably would have got Rui right away, y'all. Probably got Rui right away because we still had 4 small guards at that time. We'd have had them 4 small guards. We'd have had Conley, Schroeder, what's his name, Beverly, and we would have had the guy that we shipped over to
Kendrick Nunn.
Kendrick Nunn. So we'd have moved one of them, and Nunn might have got done earlier. We might have got the Rui deal much earlier.
Yo, Elder,
Man, shoot, man, ain't no telling what this team would have been, bro. I know this. We would have been firmly. I think top 4 would have been that would have been the worst for us 4th, honestly. We definitely want to start off 2-10. Hell no, maybe 10-2. Might have started off 10-2.
facts.
Mm.
Yo, Elder,
Elder,
Mo
you
Bamba-
got the full word of LeBron's injury?
Say it again.
You got the full like intel about like LeBron's injury? Like I know when it is, but do you think he's gonna be back when they're saying he's gonna be back? Because they're saying at most
They
like
say
4
they,
weeks,
no,
and
no,
then
they
they're gonna
haven't
ramp
said
him up.
they haven't said when he's going to be back. All they said about LeBron James is they're going to reevaluate him in 3 weeks. I don't think they've fully assessed it because I don't know how bad the swelling is still there. They can't get a real good read on it until the swelling goes all the way down. So I don't. Me personally, I don't anticipate LeBron coming back. I really don't. I don't anticipate him coming back at all. I mean, honestly, this is my honest thought. If the Lakers can make a deep run and maybe make it to the Western Conference Finals without LeBron, then he may be healthy enough to come back and play during the Western Conference Finals. And somebody tell me how long that is from now. I don't know,
That's
but
like
it should be. Somebody tell me how long that's going to be before we get to the West Conference. What's that?
that'd be like
2 months,
that'd
4 months,
be
Three
it'd be
months,
like
3 months, maybe
early
3 months.
early May.
early May. No, it can't be that
Or
because
like
is it the finals in June?
yeah,
Ain't the
Finals is
finals
June
like in
2nd, I'm
June?
pretty
So
sure.
that would be, yeah,
May.
that would be late. That would be late May then.
Okay, late
The
May.
conference got to be that week before that. So that would be late May. And we're at the beginning of March. So all of March, April, that's almost 3 months, y'all.
About like 2.5
That's
months. Yeah,
literally
2.5
like
months.
10, 11, 12 months. So that's what I truly think. If you're going to see LeBron James, the Lakers would have to make some kind of run, possibly to the Western Conference Finals, before you'll see LeBron James. That's just me. I don't know that for sure. I don't have no intel personally. Like, hey, people tell me no, he's this and that. I got people telling me he's done. He's never coming back. You know what I'm saying? But nobody knows that. Nobody knows. All we know right now is in 3 weeks he's going to be reevaluated. I do not anticipate him playing in 3 weeks though. Not even close. I don't anticipate him playing no regular season games at all, and no first round playoff games. I don't anticipate that at all. I don't. So what you see is what you got, bro. What you see. The best thing for us, let's get D'Lo back. Let's get anybody else out. Who else out? D'Lo and who else? Anybody else?
Mo Bamba got hurt today.
Oh, Mo
I
Bamba,
ain't
but
tripping
that's
on
he
that.
didn't get much minutes anyways. So that's
Yeah, I'm
not
not
much.
tripping on Bob. What kind of hurt? What kind of injury though? Like, was it a
He sprained
bad injury?
That's
sprained his
ankle injuries. The same thing with the D'Lo and everyone else. Ankle injury.
Yeah, hopefully it ain't serious, and he can come. But I'm not tripping on Mo Bamba because
If it's serious, will you sign Notice Noel in the buyout?
No, we can't. Brooklyn
because
got them the other day.
no. I mean, I'm not signing any of these dudes because I mean, from what I understand, none of them can play in the playoffs. So that's what your issue is now. If you hadn't signed these guys before March 1st, it don't do you good to sign them now. Put them. You can sign guys like in emergency situations if you start getting a bunch of injuries.
Okay.
But guys like that you would want in your rotation, why have them playing significant minutes, then get to the playoffs and you can't use them? It just
Right.
messes your whole team chemistry up. You might as well. You'll be better off getting the guys that you can use more experienced. So I don't see the Lakers adding anybody. Honestly, I don't see them adding anybody. I think that 14th roster spot just gonna stay open. Go ahead.
Elder bro, if what is it called? If D'Lo's still like gone longer for like let's say for another week, do you think the Lakers? Because there's rumors we might like sign Kemba to 10-day. Do you think it's worth it? Because Dennis
No,
shooting's been inconsistent.
Kemba doesn't give us what we need. The Lakers to me make me sick sometimes because all they think about is scoring. And the Lakers' issue is, we play good defense. It's just our issue right now is controlling the pace, getting good floor general work. Reeves has stepped up big. Schroeder stepped up big today. I heard. That's what I heard. Like the I didn't watch it, but the giving sentiment from several people was Schroeder stepped up big late, and that would be the second time in like 3 games that he's done that. So Schroeder's growing, y'all. He's growing because this is stuff Schroeder couldn't do last year and the year before. So
Yeah,
if he's stepping up big and making good, yeah. Now I heard one person I was listening to him talk about it, and they were like, "Man, he took a bad shot or something late in the game. He took a real bad shot or something, but he came back and made it up,
shot.
made it defensively or something like that." But we need playmaking more than anything, and you're just not getting that out there. We need guys that understand when to slow, when to push, when to get a good set play, when to dump it down low. You know, and because we're making shots, that's the number one thing we got to do. Keep making shots. Because if we making shots, that opens up AD, and AD can do what he do, destroy them on the post, kill them in the paint, and keep going to the free throw line. Anybody know how many free throws AD shot today?
He shot 15.
Oh, he shot more than 10.
See,
he shot more than 10.
Killing, bro.
Yeah.
He killing, bro. He's killing. How many he had? What was AD's numbers tonight? I didn't even get to see him. The final numbers.
He had 39, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, 6 assists.
Yeah, and see, the 8 rebounds to me is a tad bit concerning. just because I need him to be a little bit more active on the offensive glass or defensive glass. Get them.
Yeah.
I know he's being
To be
pulled away
fair,
from the basket though. He's probably taking a bunch of jump shots from the mid post. And how many
Yeah.
threes did AD
was.
take today? How many threes did he take today?
Oh,
He took
I think he took 3. He took 3 or 4. I want to say.
He
I
made
think he hit
one.
though.
Yeah.
All right, let me look myself. I want to look and see.
Yo, but
'Cause I don't need
Vanderbilt
AD. I
was
don't need
stealing
him
all the
getting
rebounds
3
though.
helping. Let me see
Vanderbilt
what
had like
Vandy
14,
did. Let me
14
see. Let me
boards. Yeah, he
see.
took all the boards though. Yeah.
Let me see.
Jeff, come
Okay,
through. Jeff,
rebound
everybody want to
13.
come through. Come
Yeah,
through. Jeff,
yeah,
come
8,
through, Jeff.
6. See, I like that though. See, and I know Kareem happy there because he was saying to me the shots. Him and Snead was saying, "Hey, he need them shots. He needs 25 shots a game, and he got it. He made 14 out of 25 shots, 1 or 3 from 3, which I'll take. That's 33%. 10 or 13 from the free throw. I can't complain too much about that. 2 blocks, 2 turnovers. See, that's a big one for AD, y'all. The 2 turnovers. That other game the other day, he had 6. AD has to keep his turnovers down. He was a plus
Elder, he
17
also
for the
had
game.
15 points the first quarter to 80, so that's big.
God dang.
Like they were giving
That's
to him
real
early.
huge. Got
But
off to a good start. Yeah. Vanderbilt was a
yeah, they're
plus
feeding him.
25, y'all. He was a plus. But see, like Schroeder, he was a -6 for the game. All the starters were plus except him. Hold on. All the starters were plus double digits. Like Brown was plus 10, AD plus 17, Beasley plus 16. Vanderbilt was plus 25. How the hell is Schroeder -6?
He was playing like trash in the first half.
Cause see,
Not in offense. Yeah.
and this says a lot, y'all. All of the reserves except Austin Reeves was double-digit negative. Hachimura was -13. Walker was -11. Gabriel was -9. So that means these dudes were the ones giving up the lead.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Reeves played 28 minutes.
100%.
Hey, that's a solid freaking game for. He had 16 points, y'all. 5 of 9 shooting, 8 assists, 3 of 5 from 3. So he's 3 or 4 from the free throw. Had a block, had a steal, only had 2 turnovers. I'll take 8 assists to 2 turnovers. Yeah, that's why he was plus 11. So you pretty much swapping him and Schroeder. That's what you did. You swapped him and Schroeder, and Mobamba only played. Yeah, he got hurt early then, huh, y'all? He only played 2
Yeah, he
minutes.
was
Yeah,
2 minutes.
Hey, I do
Minutes,
like
yeah.
he had 2 rebounds in 2 minutes, 2 missed shots too though. Yeah. These other guys, man, they're gonna, and it's hard because
They
these
need to
games are
step
so
up.
tough, y'all. We gotta find ways. I do agree with Kareem. I think Kareem was the one saying last week, find Christie some minutes. Find him just even
Yeah,
if you piecing them
Oh,
together, y'all,
definitely.
and getting him 3 minutes here, 2 minutes here, 2 minutes here,
He has a
and
jumper
getting
too.
seven
He has a jumper
seven to
too.
8. Yeah, he shoots the ball confident, 7 to 8 minutes, but that little 3 minutes will spell a guy that may be in foul trouble that we want to keep around. You know, like I see Schroeder had 3 fouls, but if Schroeder's struggling, put Christie on a guy that he can stay in front of. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure it out. Games like this is hard though, because it was so up and down. It's like I heard the Lakers start off really good. They was up 20 in the 1st
We
quarter.
were
I
up
heard.
20, and we went. Although
Yeah.
we also went 5 minutes without even scoring a basket.
Hold up, we got.
Came in.
Hold up, we got.
Go ahead, Kareem.
Yo, when y'all see the super chat, I just stepped off for a quick second. We got Elder, you see it?
I do not. Oh, now I do. You put it up there. Hey, Nathan P. We appreciate you in the super chat, my brother. He says, should Vogel coach Clippers next year? If not, where? I don't think the Clippers are going to fire Ty Lue, y'all. I'm telling y'all, internally, I see the other one too, Kareem. Internally, the Clippers know that this has nothing to do with Ty Lue. They know that. These bad rotations that you're seeing, all that, I be trying to tell y'all don't understand coaching. Y'all
We
don't
got
understand.
another.
I seen it, brother.
Facts,
I saw
facts.
it. I saw it. Y'all don't understand the ebb and flows of what's going on.
Yep.
The internals know that Ty Lue
We
hands
got
are tied,
Matthew
and he.
Still. Thanks for the donation, Matthew Stills. He said, "Kareem,
Thanks,
Elder,
Matthew
keeping it
Stills.
real. Much love." Nick T, thank you, bro.
Go ahead and read it, bro.
He said Reeves should be our starting point guard. Schroeder shouldn't be on any NBA rotation, let alone be a starter.
I'm disappointed in D'Lo's softness. Hey, bro, I was making a point. I was gonna read it. You want to wait no longer? Or you couldn't hear me. I was making a point, and you just started. I said to you twice.
Because I got and you said you can't see it when it's in the chat, and I had the
No, you had to move the screen. You had to move the screen.
No, I had to show because I want to give the cash because the super chats because I had to step out for like 5 minutes, and I
my bad, homie. My bad.
I want my bad. Because you said you can't see.
I got you now. Yes, sir.
In the chat, right? Unless I highlight.
No, I saw it. I was saying I saw the second one. I didn't know you had multiples to go, and you got to go. I didn't know that though, because I was just trying to finish a quick point.
Nick T, come back up. Empire Jeff, come back. Empire.
I got you. I got what you're saying now.
Yeah, no, I'm up here. I'm up here.
Step out for a minute. You finna step out for a second.
Oh, you up there?
Yeah, I'm up here.
I forgot.
What I was saying. I want to get because you can't read it when it's on the side since you're up there, right?
Yeah, it got to be up here for me to see it. Well, you got it right
so that's
now.
why I want to hurry and get it because I
got you.
Run out for like 5.
You know what? Hold on, Kareem. Hold on. You know what? Let me.
We could read it on the side.
You know what?
I can't put it on the.
I can read it now. I got it now. I can read it now. The way I got my screen set up now, Kareem.
Just can't put it on the screen.
When you bounce, I'll be able to see them when y'all send them in. So y'all can send them now. I'll still be able to see them now. So if you see
it, they go read everybody super chats. I'll be right back, y'all.
I'll do it. I got
it.
Yeah. But
what's going on, Elder?
I forgot what my salute, fellas.
What's that? You was
kind of forgot what my point.
No, you was going. No, I got you. You was going in on Tyronn Lue-White. It's not his fault, and the front office knows. And I agree.
The front office knows, bro, that they have his hands tied, and with the contracts that they have agreed to and the promises that they've made, they go to him and tell him. Just like with the Clippers, you see that their medical staff has a lot of pull over those guys. Yep. Who gets to play, how many minutes, all that kind of stuff. So when they tell him. And I knew this was bad. Remember I said it early in the year when Ty Lue was out there with those pink note cards, y'all?
Yep.
I was pissed. Like, how is it that a coach got to have a pink note card to remember all the different instructions that the front office then gave him when it comes to people's minutes and stuff like that? That is retarded. So they're not mad at Ty Lue. The fans may be mad because they're always going to blame the coach when they lose, stuff like that.
And you know this. You know this.
The front office ain't upset with Ty Lue.
Yeah, exactly.
Ty Lue's doing a good job.
Exactly. You know the front office loves a coach that's going to wear that heat for them, take the heat for them, and not complain and kick that back upstairs. He's being the company man. So he's out there looking like a baseball coach more than a basketball coach with those little cards out there, right? So I agree with you. You could tell when someone's done coaching before, man, because like the coach will take the heat.
The only way they would get rid of him is if something happened between him and Kawhi or something like that.
Yeah, he'd have to demand it.
If Kawhi, like, look, I don't want this dude around, then you got a problem like that. But I don't see Kawhi doing that, and he did nothing to Kawhi.
Yeah, and I don't think Paul George has the power to do it.
Yeah, he don't. They already exercised his little bit of power he had, and it's not working for them. So
that's probably going to get him out of there.
Tonight's a test, man. They should blow Memphis out, being as shorthanded as Memphis is. But if this game go down the wire and Memphis sneak this game and win this game, bro, it is some really serious stuff going on with the Clippers.
And they be in trouble.
This literally should be an easy win for the Clippers. But if for some odd reason, because you still got to go play the game. If for some odd, hey, bless you, love. I see my wife in there. Bless you, love. Good to see you, babe. I miss you. Papa be home in the morning, baby. Yeah. Anyway, if you see this type, man, something really truly going on internal. So I'll be interested watching this game tonight and seeing what I'm seeing. They're a desperate team, though. You know, see, that's another thing. Like people say, winning galvanizes everybody, brings everybody together. There's nothing like being desperate too. When you lost a bunch of games, that'll bring guys together and make guys forget the dumb stuff and say, look, bro, we getting embarrassed out here. We got to get a win. So a desperate team, when they're talented, is always extremely, extremely scary. So the Clippers are in a scary mode right now. Yeah.
And they just need to see
10,
one win.
Jazz in ninth. Lakers will be tied for ninth if Jazz lose.
Yeah, and they need to see a win. If they get a win and start feeling good about themselves, they still could, be a problem. But
I said that about them last week, bro. I said they got too much talent. Best roster money could buy. A couple minor moves, and the Clippers could be right there. I'm not panicking over the Clippers, man. I'm not panicking over them.
I'm with you on that. But the Clippers, I don't think the Clippers issue, and it's never been talent, it's mental. So they're very mentally fragile. So it's like so any little thing that causes, and the thing is they could go 0-6, 0-7, 0-8, and they cannot cut Russ. They can't.
No,
I mean, they could legally. I mean, they could by the rules, but no buyout candidate would ever sign with them again if they did that. So they cannot cut him. They're stuck with him. So there's nothing they can do.
I think they stuck starting him too, because I think
they promised him
the
that
agreement.
Yeah.
I think that was part of the agreement for him to come over. I
That
think
was
they
the Chicago
starting him
stuff.
too.
Yeah, he was
Yep.
leveraging those other teams just to get that starting spot.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. So I think they got to start him too, bro. Because he's trying to get a contract. Russ trying to get a contract, bro. He's trying to get a
yep.
contract for next year. He's trying to impress somebody. Because from what I'm seeing, Russ had one bad game out of the 5 games they lost. The other games he played well. The last game, didn't he ball out the last game like 27 points or something like that?
Yeah, he had 27, but the thing is, his number. Well, Russ is capable. Well, we know Russ is capable of putting up numbers.
Yeah.
It's just
I didn't watch it, so
yeah. So it's just
the numbers will fool you. Like, oh
yeah. The numbers, and then the
it
time on the
wasn't that
floor.
good of a game.
It's taken away like Terrence Mann, like all this stuff, and it's like the Denver game was that prime example. They came out, they started. He didn't have a bad numbers game in the Denver game. It just every time he was on the court, Denver was plummeting them. He'd go to the bench, they'd bring the bench in, and immediately the Clippers would go on a run. Then Russ would come back in. And then Denver would run him up again. And then to the point where they didn't even play him at the end of that game. But then he just him being on the court is what's just him out there is just taking people out of their roles, out of their rotations, out of their comfort spot. And it's, their confidence is wavered as a result of it.
I think we're going to see a lot of shifting and wavering in the top from 5 to 13 in the West in the next few weeks.
Yep.
Teams going to be up, down, because you can win 2 or 3 games and move up 3 or 4 spots, and you can lose 2 or 3 games and drop 3 or 4 spots. That's the Clippers.
This
started,
weekend.
Last week at this time they were 4th, not at 8th.
Yep. This weekend alone was the way all the matchups were was just like starting to feet up, breaking the pool table, right? Just kind of that was this weekend alone. Every single matchup was going to cause haywire in the standings.
Yeah, my boy Trone, my boy Show been hurting over there, man. He kind of knew he had a rough period to go through when he got Russ, though. He knew it. Yeah. And they can't blame Russ because the play hasn't been that bad. It's just throwing everything else off, man. And they I think what's helping them now is old boy hurt. Morris is hurt. So Rocco's got to get minutes, and they seeing how good Rocco is at that 4 position for them defensively.
Well, they got another problem though. They got another problem when Zubac is fully healthy because Plumlee's been playing great for them.
I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, so that's going to be another problem because Zubac was their shoe-in starter. Now he comes back, and now you got another issue. So that's why Ty Lue having to manage all that, and a team that's already known mentally to check out and quit, and then you add these levels of insecurity in on top of that. It's not his fault, man.
Young guy, you got to hit the link. You hit the link, and normally a link in there somewhere. And hit the link, and you better come up. I am doing Triple J. Appreciate you asking. Most people ain't used to it. I'm on 2-week schedule now when it comes to Ask Elder. So I didn't do it last week, but next week I'm on. Tomorrow I'm on. So I will be on Ask Elder tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. I will be on.
That's Eastern, right?
Yeah, Eastern time.
Okay,
Eastern Standard Time, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So at noon, pretty much late afternoon, I'll be on for an hour and a half, 2 hours. But yep. So and it's every other week that I'll be coming on. But I will be on tomorrow. Appreciate y'all coming over supporting.
I'm gonna try to pull up on that tomorrow if I can get in.
Oh yeah. Man, the last 2 weeks we got a ton to go over, a ton to talk about. Ton to talk about. So I will be giving weekly updates on where the Lakers at though, because I got so many folk was don't talk to me. Your Lakers are 13th seed. I said, all right, cool, no problem. And last Friday, what did I do? Give an update. We were 11th seed. Yeah. Guess what I'm gonna do this Friday? Give an update wherever the Lakers is at. Wherever we at by this Friday, I'm gonna give an update where we at. Told y'all I try to tell everybody the Lakers gonna be professional. They're 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 gonna be professional. And y'all are watching how professionals do their job.
Yep.
Y'all watching.
Utah's about to be down 20 at halftime.
Man, I appreciate Triple J. Triple JJJ. Appreciate y'all, all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up tomorrow, man. Let's. We got plenty we can discuss. We can make it a classic tomorrow. We really can. From the difference going on in the Western Conference, what they battling over there in the East, basketball-wise, all the issues going on in Memphis, what Phoenix looking like. I mean, bro, we got so much we can cover. That hour and a half gonna go by so fast, y'all. So fast. I may not even let. We'll see. I may not even let trolls in tomorrow. I normally keep the thing open for them. They want to come and show their face, but tomorrow No, I think we got so much to cover, man. We got so much stuff to talk about, and what's gonna be what we're gonna be looking like moving forward. I think we're gonna be able to cover that. SGA is back. Can't take OKC lightly now.
True.
Yeah, I don't think we did in the beginning, anyways. OKC been balling all year, man. So yeah, they said he's back tonight. I didn't know that.
He had a crazy
I didn't
dunk
know that.
early. And they're up like 20 right now, going into
Who they
halftime.
playing?
They're playing Utah, so we need that win. So
They
they're
playing. See, it don't really. All them teams gotta lose. You know what I'm saying? All them
they're
teams
playing each
gotta
other.
lose.
So as long as Lakers
Yeah.
handle business, these guys just keep
Yeah.
knocking each other out.
Somebody's gonna lose and move down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're gonna have. That's why I said you're gonna see a lot of movement, y'all, because all these teams between 5 and really between 3. Shoot, now it's 2 with Memphis, y'all. Think about it with Memphis now. Those games got that much more value because they're not. Think about it. No, if Memphis had 18 games to go, and you had to predict how many they win just before all this stuff went down, you'd be like, maybe 13-5, 14-4. You see what I'm saying? You'd have said
Right.
something like that. What are you gonna say now, though? So now 2 through 13 becomes extremely big for the Western Conference because playing Memphis, that ain't no guaranteed win for Memphis now. As banged up as they are, that's not a guaranteed win no matter who they going against. So,
Yep.
hey, bless you, Mama Cassandra. Bless you. Made it safely there. Hallelujah. Lord the King. Yeah. So, marketing out tonight, too. Oh, that's why Utah getting blown out. Their best player out, too. So, good. It doesn't matter. Wins and, hey, because we need all
We've
those
had people out.
teams.
Yeah.
All them teams that are around us, we'll take any of them losing. So, when both of them are playing, I really don't care who loses. It don't matter to me because, again, they may not lose today, but they may lose tomorrow. So my biggest thing is the Lakers staying consistent. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, let me ask you. Let's get a head start on that skill right here. Let me ask you. Let's say the Lakers get in. Let's get past playing. Let's say they're one of the top 8 seeds. Give me 2 matchups that favor them that you would love to have the Lakers face early, and 2 that you would kind of avoid till later. Like you wouldn't want to face them off top.
I ain't avoiding no teams, bro. I don't want to go that route. I just ain't built that way to say I will avoid anybody. But
Good.
2 teams I think the Lakers match up well against is they match up well against Denver. It's actually more than 2. Like I match up well against Denver. Well, I do 2. Denver and Golden State.
There we go.
They match up well against those 2 teams. The teams that have a plethora of wings or quality wings, like all-star or all-pro wings, those are the teams I would want to avoid.
So what about Sacramento?
They don't have a plethora of wings, nor quality all-pro, all-star wings. Sacramento, I'll be fine with the Lakers playing. Sacramento can score. They're very hard to stop. But when the game gets more physical and the game slows down, I don't know what I'm going to get from Sacramento. I just think Golden State and Denver are bad matchups against the Lakers. I think the Lakers do well against both those teams. I wouldn't mind playing any of those teams, though. See,
well, I'm in line
hey,
with you
peace
there.
everybody though on the live. Peace
But
what's going on, man?
But like, hey, salute my brother. But like, what's the name? They got a lot of wings. You saw that, and that hurt the Lakers a little bit. Minnesota, the Clippers got a lot of wings. Shoot, honestly, y'all, Portland now. Look at Portland's new team. What they got? They got a lot of wings now, y'all.
Right.
Along with Dame. So teams that's got a plethora of wings are the ones that's going to be more difficult for the Lakers. So if I had to avoid, which I wouldn't, but if I did, if I would be like, whoo, I'm glad we ain't got to play them in the first round, would be teams that have a bunch of wings.
There you go.
That's
those
exactly are the ones, because the Lakers just still are not as fluent with the wings. I mean, we have LeBron, we have Brown, who's kind of undersized wing. We have Rui, who's really a 4, because he can't really guard 3s and 2s. He can't guard them at all. And then we have Vanderbilt, who can guard everybody, so he's the super wing we got. You know what I mean? But you'd like to have more than one guy that can guard the wings, efficiently. So, I mean, that approach we take and I'll deal with, because we do got some athletic guys like Beasley and what's his name, Walker, that are 6'3", 6'4", 6'4", 6'5" guys. So Billy Kobe, we still have him, But these teams like Minnesota, Clippers, all these teams that got really good wings, bro. Portland, These teams, I mean, Memphis just get up and down, bro. They just a big team too. They got good wings as well. Memphis got good wings too. So, but with them banged up the way they are now, it makes it tough. So
Yeah, and
that's it. That's why I mean the
Jaws not
Lakers
very
said
good
it.
in fourth.
The Lakers said it already. They wanted to be the 6th seed so they can play Sacramento. But shoot, Sacramento may mess around and be the 2nd seed now.
They might,
They
yeah.
may mess around and get it now because of what's. I think they're 3 games behind Memphis. It seemed insurmountable.
Game and a half right now.
It's only a game and a half.
Yeah, they're a game and a half back in Memphis.
Oh yeah, bro. That could be easily with Memphis being in the state they in, especially if Ja mess around and gets suspended more than 2 games. They could easily make that game and a half up. Easily. We need 6 seeds to play Kings. Yeah, again, Kings may not be in the 3rd seed no more though. You know, I still believe the Lakers should be pushing for 6th seed regardless because that is the seed that automatically gets you in the playoffs.
Yep.
And I don't think it's unattainable because if you look at the thing right now, if I'm not mistaken, because you always look at the loss column, y'all.
Yep.
That tells you everything you need to know. So when you go and you look at the standings and you look at the loss column, I think from the 5th seed to the 13th. Well, no, hold on.
Yeah, so the 5th seed is
Lakers
11. Yeah,
the
5th seed right now is Golden State at 31 losses.
31 losses, and the Lakers got 34. That's 3 games, y'all.
So
we got the tiebreaker over Golden State.
Yep.
So who you see being the 3rd is not Sacramento, like finishing out.
Probably
Grizzlies
Memphis.
could potentially be there.
Okay.
Grizzlies could potentially be there. Who knows?
Yeah,
I don't see Denver losing the 1st seed just because they're so far ahead of everybody else.
6 games up. Phoenix is 3.5 back of 2nd. It's not impossible, but with the amount of games left, it's. But I could see Memphis maybe slipping the 4, maybe Phoenix getting the 3, and Sacramento getting the 2nd. I could see that playing out.
I got you.
But I agree with that. The best thing about that is the Lakers match up the best I feel against the same teams you said. But what I love about that is they match up great around them. But those 2 teams were going to give the other teams hell. So that's the kind of the thing I like. If they can knock some of those other people off, then I think we match up well against them in later rounds.
Somebody knocking on my door. What the hell? It's next door.
What type of rotations you think Darvin Ham should be using?
I like what he's doing now. I do. Again, he's limited right now, bro, because the majority of our facilitators are gone. Our 2 best facilitators are not playing. So he's having to make up for that. So you got Schroeder and you got Reeves stepping in for what LeBron and what D'Lo does. You know? So I think he's doing the best he can, and the wings have been doing well. I mean, since you got Beasley and you got old boy stepping up, it's been good with them. And because I heard a bunch of praise for the rotations today. Now I didn't get to watch it. I got to go see it myself. But there was a lot of people making comments about the rotations today.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody? I ain't missed no super chats. Okay, no, I'm making sure.
No,
I'm looking, but I ain't seeing no super chats.
No, I don't see
Y'all
them
can
either.
still send your super chats if you want. Send your super chats so we can answer those questions. You can hit him up on the Cash App. He'll read that when he gets back if you hit him up on the Cash App. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's go. There we go.
There's one
Bilbo,
right there.
I see it. Bilbo Baggins, he said, do you think Bron really comes back this season? Not regular season. I talked about it a little bit earlier, Bilbo. I think the best case scenario, if you expect LeBron to return, would be the Lakers would have to make a serious playoff run without him, get to the Western Conference Finals, and then Bron may be healthy enough then to come back realistically. I don't think so. I think Bron, honestly, I think he's done for the season. That's just I don't have no inside. I'm not saying my sources told me I'm not doing that. I just don't. I just believe that it's done. I heard that injury's been lingering all season, and it finally popped. Remember, Bron kept saying, I heard it pop. I heard it pop.
Yep.
So the adrenaline got into the game, but once you get off it, let the adrenaline down and start assessing the swelling and all that, it's a whole different thing. No, I didn't say Portland wings are all-stars, but they got a whole plethora of wings now. They just traded for 2 or 3 more wings. They added the guy from Philly that plays really good D, Thibault. They added Reddish.
Quality.
They added another dude. They added they already had some good young wings in the Shaden Sharp, and they had a Grant. And then they added 2 or 3 good young wings. So Portland got a ton of good wings, y'all.
They got Knox from Detroit too.
They got who?
Knox.
Oh,
Kevin
Knox.
Knox.
That was the other
Knox.
one. Yeah, so that's 3 6'8" or taller dudes right there. Because Knox is 6'9", Reddish is 6'8", and I think Thibault maybe 6'7". Thibault maybe 6'7", but all them dudes are known for playing defense. Now Knox don't play, but they all are known for playing defense, and they long. So wings give Lakers problems, y'all. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah, and
Because we're
they
deficient wings.
they have the same issue with they brought was it Simon's back too early. That ankle injury, they brought him back too early, and he's back out again. So he probably the second best scorer. So they're only up 3 in Orlando right now with about 2 minutes left. Orlando gives like playoff teams trouble.
They do, except the Lakers. We handle them when we play.
Yeah, but but Boston, I mean, they've given Boston hell all year.
3 times.
Yeah, they the Knicks, they're scrappy.
Hey, Chef Burnley, the reason Walker's not going to get more minutes than Beasley is more of an offensive threat, and Beasley plays way better defense than him. You have to watch him close. Walker's always out of position.
Yeah.
He tries to use his athleticism, and he rotates late a lot and gives up a lot of shots. So Walker is just not as smart a player as Beasley is. He's making a little bit more shots right now, but Beasley keeps that defense honest, even without making shots, y'all. It opens the floor up with Beasley out there more for AD than it does with Walker. And defensively, Walker hurt him. He just has to be smarter in his team defense. He's okay, and I mean that, okay, when it's ball on ball, because I see a lot of guys get around him, which they shouldn't because he's so athletic. But his team defense is not that good. Bilbo Baggins, he's back in here again, y'all, in the super chat. We appreciate you, my brother. He said, what point per game do you expect of D'Lo when he comes back? D'Lo gonna get anywhere from 15 to 20 points a game for us, y'all. The biggest thing for D'Lo, though, is D'Lo got to control the pace of the game. D'Lo's got to get easier shots. He's got to stretch the floor. D'Lo's known for getting and making tougher baskets. You know what I mean? So, like when the Lakers are struggling, D'Lo's that guy that can back his guy down and get in that lane and make a basket for us. So D'Lo's a pretty smart player. He's not a dumb. He's a high IQ guy.
He's skilled.
So, he's very skilled.
He's really skilled. Combo guard.
And his ball handling skills, because of his size and everything. If you try to blitz him and all, he can see over you and pass good. See, Schroeder, you blitz him, he can't pass that good, and those bigger dudes on him being physical because he's so small, it makes a difference. D'Lo, you can't overpower physically because he's a strong guard.
And he's a much better passer than people give him credit for.
Much better. Yeah.
That's why they drafted him, though. To be real with you, a lot of people forget that. That's the main reason why the Lakers.
If he doesn't, if he don't do the snitch thing, bro, we're not looking at Lonzo. Yeah, if he don't do the snitch thing, we're not looking at Lonzo.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe we would have, though, because they had to move Moscow contract.
Yeah, I was about to say the Bron deal had to contend on that.
They had to do D'Lo to move Moscow's contract. They had to give him something of enticement. So D'Lo is a bad defender. I disagree with that. I don't think he's bad. Bad means he's poor and guys destroy him and they put him in isolation pick and roll. I don't see that with D'Lo. I'm not saying he's an above average or an elite defender, but he's not bad. You know what I'm saying?
He's played on some bad defensive teams too, which hurts him as well.
Look how good they played last year though in Minnesota. That team was one of the best defender team in the league.
They're actually worse this year with Rudy.
Drafted De'Aaron Fox. That boy's all-star. Yeah. That's who Magic wanted, but hopefully he would have developed with the Lakers. Who knows? And we'd have had De'Aaron Fox. Guess what? He'd have been traded. We'd have traded him for Anthony Davis, so we wouldn't have kept him anyway.
Same with Tatum.
No. Now, see, there's a difference. If the Lakers would have drafted Tatum, everybody could tell early that Tatum had it. That data made Anthony Davis wait till the summer to come, which might have pissed him off, and he ended up in New York or Chicago. Yeah, he would have probably ended up elsewhere.
He
might have done a Paul George to it.
That's why I think they would have moved him.
The Lakers would not have moved Tatum for him. I'm telling you right now, everybody in the league knew, like, wow, this dude is clearly the best player in this draft. So, no, I don't think the Lakers would have moved Tatum for him. I really don't. And they would have needed to for the salaries to match. You know? That's why Ingram had to go and Lonzo had to go. We had to think about it. Those are all young guys. Nobody was really making great money. So we had to make the salaries match with AD being already on the supermax. It was hard to make that salary match. So those $8-9 million salaries that Lonzo and BI had, they had to be in the deal. Kuzma didn't have to go, y'all, because remember Kuzma only making $2 million then. So was Josh
Yeah, he
Hart,
didn't
all
have
that.
to
So
go.
that's why you could say, well, pick between one of these guys. It doesn't matter because they both making $2 million. You know.
But
So,
I thought AD missed out on Supermax because the games he didn't play that year, but he didn't make All NBA that year. So I think AD missed out on that Supermax. I don't think he got it in New Orleans.
Supermax, but he was
Yeah,
still
but he was
max.
max. He was max.
Yeah, okay.
He was max.
max.
And also,
And
my
it
only
took
thing is this: if Braun was insisting on AD, they still might have moved Tatum, or they may have been able to keep him or Ingram. You know, it might have cost everything. But I think if Braun was insisting, like, and you know, he would have been, you know, after just 1 year there, he would have been basically, you know, a rookie there. And Braun was insisting on AD. They still might have moved him, but yeah.
I think they moved Ingram though. I think they moved Ingram because Taysom was balling.
They would have
here though.
Ingram. They'd have moved both. They'd have had to. But I'm telling you,
they would have They would have had to move both because Tatum would basically be the money that Zoe was. Yeah.
They found out very fast. I'm talking about in the first few weeks of Tatum playing. The league knew, oh wow, this dude clearly the best dude in this draft. We missed it. Because they didn't have Tatum. Remember, they had Tatum like 5th, y'all. In the league thing. They had him like 5th.
Matter of fact, Boston was probably going to draft Jackson. Remember, they were flying out to go interview him, and he refused to meet with them. And they had to turn around on the plane and come back.
Hey, smoke and mirrors, bro. Boston knew the whole time they was taking Tatum. They were trying. Remember, they fleeced Philly. They got Philly to move up to get
Markel.
Yeah, they didn't want Markel.
Markel Fultz and got the picks for it. Remember? They fleeced. They were doing all that to fleece them. Blazers 116, Magic 115, 32 seconds left. Wow.
Yeah. But they said that after the draft. They said that after they picked Tatum, though, that they were on a flight to go see Jackson, and he refused. They were torn between the two, and he refused to meet with them, so that just made the choice easy for them. I'm not saying they wouldn't have done it in the end, but they were going to meet him.
From my end, now that I will tell you, from inside, they was not going to take only way they was going to take old boy is they had to have a backup.
If Kislake, yeah.
Just because remember they was in 3rd.
Yeah.
So they were hoping the Lakers was going to take, but what if the Lakers would have took Tatum? You know what I'm saying? If the Lakers would have been playing Kawhi and not took Lonzo and took Tatum. So they had to have a backup. So that's all that was with Josh Jackson. If we can't get Tatum, who are we taking? And honestly, I still don't think Boston would have took Josh Jackson. Even if he took it and all that, I don't think they would have took him. I really don't. I don't.
And they knew for sure they did not want Fultz. They knew for sure that.
Yeah, well, they would have probably drafted like Lonzo or whoever they thought another team really wanted bad. They'd have drafted them and then tried to extract. Like, say they knew Sacramento really wanted Fox.
Fox, yeah.
They'd have drafted Fox. And then force Sacramento to take Lonzo or whatever, and then say, well, let's just swap the players, give us, a 1st-round pick, and you know what I mean? They'd have done it just to try to extract some type of
that's a Danny Ainge move
assets
for sure.
from. That's what Danny would have done. I'm telling you, because the only guy in that draft he was 100% sold on was Tatum. That's the only guy he was 100% sold on in that draft. He liked a lot of guys, but that's the only dude he was 100% sold on. That was the number one guy they wanted, and he saw an opportunity to get the number one guy they want at the 3rd slot and still get extra draft compensation for it. There was no way Boston was going to take the guy. I forgot his name that quick. Y'all just said it. They went number
Jackson.
1 in that draft.
Oh, it's Fultz. Yeah, they didn't want Fultz for sure.
They were never going to draft Fultz. He was never on their radar, even though they brought him in. Look, he was never. They never going to draft Fultz. What was that?
Now I'm watching the game.
You said what? Hold on.
I was watching the Portland and Orlando game.
What happened?
When Dan was driving,
got fouled.
He got fouled. Just stupid foul.
That was a horrible foul too. They're down 3 with 11 seconds left. Timeout right now.
Well,
we got a troll.
Mo Wagner, he didn't miss like 3 free throws.
Hey, it's a link in there, Jahab Bay. You can come prove how soft I am, and you can come cook me right now, sir. I'm right here.
They always want to cook.
Come in. Yeah, everybody want to cook me. Everybody want a name call. And then
hey, so
guess what,
Elder,
man? Then when I start name calling, guess what? I'm a bully. I'm this. I'm like, dang. I'm soft. I thought I was soft. I thought I was goofy.
Hey,
Hey, so Elder, you
have
didn't watch the game today, right? You didn't watch it. You said
I
you were
did
just kind
not.
of like
No,
checking in.
no,
So I
no.
think
I was on my phone.
So I think what you heard about like the praises of the rotations. I think the first half was kind of rough. He was like, whenever he was pulling out AD, he would pull out all the starters with him as well, and then Golden State would go on a run. He definitely made an adjustment. But one thing you would have loved, especially someone he was coached before who talks about coaching, is him. He believed in Dennis throughout that game. Dennis was struggling with the shot. At one point, I think he was like 3 for 12, 3 for 13. But he was competing so hard, not really on Steph, but just making life hell for Jordan Poole around those screens. Like he was on him like crazy. And the things, so his energy kept him in that game. And he had a big three, some free throws, and a really good drive that he kind of dished it off to AD for like a really, really crunch time bucket. So he was like shooting himself out of that game, but Ham stuck with him, and he kind of changed up his rotations in the second half. First half, I think, was still pretty bad, but second half, he made an adjustment.
He's starting to trust Schroeder now. You saying?
Yeah, well, he kept him in there. Like, I mean, he just he and then
did
Schroeder
did he have another option? Because he might have needed a ball handler.
Well, Lonnie started cooking at one point in that game.
Well, Lonnie's not a ball handler.
He had hit like. Well, he had Reeves dribble. He had Reeves bring the ball up a lot parts of this game. But at the end, but Dennis's defense, I'm telling you, particularly on Poole, like he was shading him so many times, and Reeves was finding himself on Steph a lot. But Steph didn't shoot great, but he made some huge shots.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to. So that's the first half was crazy.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna still go back and watch it probably later tonight. Hey, Riri, 2005. She said, Elder, do you think the Lakers can make it far if they make the playoffs without Bron? It depends on the matchups. It really does. It depends on the matchups. If they get two favorable matchups, first and second round, absolutely.
This nigga almost can't even get the ball.
Absolutely. Like if we get,
I can't even get the.
let's just say we get Golden State in the first round, and then we mess around and get Denver in the second round. Yep, I do. Yep,
absolutely. I think those teams know that. I think those teams are.
I tried to give you something that was realistic too. I didn't want to make up something. How is that going to happen? You know what I'm saying? I tried to give a realistic thing that could take place, or swap those two. You know, say the Lakers get 8th and the Denver's first. Denver in the first round.
Yep.
Then Golden State ends up being 5th, and they get whoever at 4th, right? Memphis. So they get Memphis at 4th. Because that could happen now with Ja being out. And then Golden State wins the first round. Lakers upset Denver. Then they play Golden State in the second round. Bingo. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it realistic. Yeah, the Lakers can make that run. And then 3 months off, depending on what Bron is doing. I tell y'all this, we'll know a lot more after 3 weeks. At 3 weeks, we're going to know a lot more. Like, they'll either still keep you hanging out there thinking there's a hope, or they'll cut everything off and say Bron's done for the year.
And I'll tell you that a walking boot is tough in any way.
Facts.
So the time. So if you see that walking boot off in like 2 weeks, that's going to be pretty telling. But if he's still on the bench with that walking boot 3 weeks from now, that's not a good sign at all.
I agree with you, Iceberg Slim. Walker, that's another issue he does have when he's out there. He's a great scorer and athletic guy, y'all, but he really lacks other stuff, and he turns the ball over too much. He makes a lot of bonehead decisions offensively. Like, when he touches it, y'all, he doesn't know this is not a time for me to attack.
Yeah.
He either if he got an inch, guess what he's going to do? Attack. And there's times when you shouldn't.
Yeah, no discipline. No discipline.
Make like you're going to attack just to build a defense to rotate the ball so we can go. You know, hey, you got to be seeing it like when I penetrate here, this guy's going to come down, so I'm going to kick it to him. He's going to be able to kick it to him. He's going to be able to get it to the corner. We get a wide open 3 because that guy's good from shooting in the corner. He don't see that type of stuff. He just going to penetrate in there, try to go up with his athleticism and score everybody, or do a pull-up shot because he's got a great pull-up. Do a stop and pop pull-up. But if he did that with 12, 13 seconds to go on the shot clock, then you miss. Now they out and running. You giving them. You see what I'm saying? You changing the momentum of the game. So if you're gonna do stuff like that, you got to be a big time player and make those shots. Only time that kind of stuff works is when you make the shot. Then your team can get back and play D. But Lonnie's good at doing that and missing shots. So you just have to. But I tell you this, boys trusting him. Like I would not have played Lonnie late against Minnesota, y'all. He played Lonnie late at Minnesota, and I would have had Troy Brown in. Even though I'd have had Troy Brown, and I thought that was a mistake on his
Troy
part.
Brown had a great
playing
game
Lonnie, playing Lonnie as long as he did. You know, to me, I'd have had Troy Brown. He's bigger, he's longer, he makes better decisions. He's shown me he hit clutch 3 shots. I'd have had him in the game. Is what I would have had. I saw another thing in the chat. He said, "Oh, okay, Drake." He said, "Elder, do you think a healthy Zion and the Pelicans can make a run?" I don't know if Zion's coming back this year at all, bro. I have no idea what's going on with Zion. No idea. I don't know. Do they have enough time to put some chemistry together? Do they I know this. He's a problem. Zion's a problem, bro. He's another guy in the league when he's healthy. What team really has an answer to stop him? You know? So if he's healthy, hey, sky's the limit for that team. Because that's another team full of wings. You got B.I., you got Zion, you got the Dyson dude, you got Herb Jones, they got like 6, 7 wings, bro.
Like Larry Nance.
Nance is another one.
Have you seen Portland? Portland got a hard schedule, man.
Yeah, what won the game? What was the final score of that game?
It's still going on there. They keep Chauncey doesn't believe in letting the team shoot a 3, so he'll foul you up 3. So it's just a free throw contest right now. There's 4 seconds left with the Magic are down 1, 4 seconds left. Portland's going back to the line with Dame shooting, but they won't let Orlando shoot a 3. They just foul him.
That's smart.
Hey, you back in? Okay, I just saw your message. I'm sorry, you back in here. Riri here too. So
you said Portland schedule?
Yeah, that schedule hard as hell.
So Portland, I'm looking at right now. Where are they on this list? So Memphis has the weakest schedule left of any team.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, they playing nobody, bro.
Portland is 10th. Portland has the 10th toughest
they got
schedule left.
They play Orlando, and then who they got? Like Detroit tomorrow. They got I know it's like a weak team.
You talk about Portland?
Portland, yeah.
So they got Boston twice. They got Philly. They got Memphis once. The Kings twice. The Knicks. The Warriors. The only easy one here is Detroit. The Spurs. Okay, towards the end of it trails off. It trails off at the end. Detroit, the Spurs, the Magic, the Bulls, the Thunder, and the Jazz. But their next 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Their next 8 games are hell.
The hell? Okay, good.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody knows. The Lakers got a tough schedule because these teams are trying to get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, these teams are trying to get in the playoffs. All these are tough games, man. We're getting playoff basketball a month early, y'all. Honestly,
that's good.
These games are like playoff level games, y'all. And that's why I like the Lakers' chances because people play the hardest against the Lakers, right? Lakers, the majority of their games are like playoff games because teams come at them so hard all the time when they beat the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So
especially all these national TV games.
That's why I said this. They can be professional, bro. This ain't much different for the Lakers. These teams are pressing, but this is what the Lakers got to do all the time. So it helps them when it gets down to the nitty gritty. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking to see who can come out healthy and who can come out standing.
So Portland won. Thunder are up 20 on the Jazz halfway through the third.
Thunder are up 20, good. Up on the Jazz.
Portland won that.
Yeah, Portland. There's no way Orlando had a chance to win that game. They wouldn't let them shoot. So
yeah, they missed their free throws.
Especially when it was Dame going to the line. Like you got a dude who's gonna hit all their free throws and not let you shoot it. So they pulled up on that one. But let's see who.
When you make a good sense with Walker, like Walker, he'll play good, and then he go brain dead and leave somebody wide open for a 3 when we need to stop.
Yep.
I'm like,
and that's why you can't have him out there.
His eyes are just on the basket. His eyes are just on the basket. That's it.
Troy Brown won't typically do that.
Troy Brown had a great game. Had a great game today, man.
Troy Brown been solid all year, y'all. A lot of it was being out of position, having him do stuff he really can't do, and trying to get him to do it because he's the best one to do it. Yeah. I really like Troy Brown. I'm gonna miss him because we can't pay him, and I think a team is gonna be able to, with the weak free agency, a team is gonna be able to put the small deal together. Like me, honestly, if I'm a team, I'm going to Troy Brown and I'm saying, hey, I want to give you a 3-year, $21 million deal.
Yeah.
And for $7 million, I had that dude. Oh yeah, but I don't see anybody else doing much better than that. And I'm stealing him for that because the Lakers can't offer him that.
Remember we were that one guy was just going back and forth about Stanley Johnson versus him. I was like, it's not even close.
Man, it ain't. Come on, bro.
It's not even close.
And Troy Brown has had a job in the league the whole entire time.
Yeah. It's just not even close.
was a lottery pick, and he's been in and out, in and out, in and out.
I mean, he's a. I mean, yeah, it's not even close, man.
Not even close, man. Hey,
The
y'all
eye
hit that
test
like
and the
button.
stats.
Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe, y'all. Kareem, we're trying to get to 700. We need to get 25 subscribers today, y'all. We're trying to get to 700 by the end of, 7,000 by the end of the week, y'all. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button too, man.
Don't bounce and play none.
On that end. Appreciate y'all doing that. And then if you got a question, hit us up on the Kareem Lou Allen on the super chat, Kareem Lou Allen, or on a Cash App, or you can hit us up on the super chat and we'll read it on here. All right. Appreciate all the people that's been sending in the donations and the support through the super chat and through the Cash App. Really appreciate y'all. Hey, Angie, am I still coming in kind of muzzled? Am I coming in jacked up still? Or maybe it's just on your end, Angie. Maybe you don't, because you're the only one I saw said that. You're the only one that said I came in a little whatever. So let me see. He says, Weebay, he said, "What up, Elder? Why they love being negative towards the Lakers when they win? I don't know, brother. I don't know. I think it's been such negative news that everybody got kind of caught up in that trap of talking negative all the dang time. Again, though, brass tacks. I kept telling you, Lakers gonna be professional. Lakers are going to be professional. Thank you, Miss Angie. Lakers are going to be professional, and that's what I'm seeing out of this team. Even in the losses, we have been professional. We have been professional. So
there was a troll in there earlier saying, "Oh yeah, congrats, you beat Golden State without Steph." I was like, at least watch the game, bro.
Oh my God!
Like at least watch the game, bro. But what excuses do they have today? I mean, Golden State was coming out on a 5-game winning streak. They got Steph back. We don't have Braun. We don't have D'Lo. Like, I mean, I don't know what excuse they can use today. The Lakers, just give them credit. Like they toughed it out. And I think Elder hit it on the head earlier when he said, like, unless I just forgetting about a part in the game, I don't think the Lakers trailed it was like 7-6. And the Lakers like led the rest of that game. Golden State tied it, I believe, but I don't think they ever took the lead. So they took every punch. Yeah, so they took every punch that Golden State threw at them, and the Lakers hit them right back with like a 5 point, 6 point, 7 point run.
That's a resilient team that's motivated, that has motivation. See, that's what I was trying to get on my boy Kareem about. I'm like, bro, there's so many things going on right now with Darvin Ham showing you with this team that he is a motivator. He ain't just a smooth talker getting folk. He actually is motivating these guys to get out there and get it done, bro.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, this team, this makeup, bro, I hate the fact we didn't do this in the summer. I hate that the battle between, star player and the front office was so bad. You know what I mean? That they couldn't see how valuable these guys are, even to give up the 2 picks. Now, don't get me wrong. I hate that we in this box now, right?
Yeah.
But I do like what we got moving forward.
Yeah.
And we did give up only 1 pick. Like, honestly, though, if you ask me now, you can get D'Lo, you can get Vanderbilt, and you can get Beasley and give up 1 pick, or you can get Conley, you could get Marketing, and you can get Vanderbilt for giving up, in my opinion, 1 pick. Because remember, you gave up 2.
You got 1 back from Utah.
You got 1 back. So it still would have really only been giving up 1 pick, in my opinion. I would have much rather done that deal in the summer. I would much rather have Marketing and Conley over Beasley and D'Lo right now.
But they clearly didn't want Conley because they were waiting out for D'Lo to become available to make this trade. So like they clearly didn't. I'm not saying that they were right. I'm just saying, but they clearly didn't want Conley.
And again, I can't say D'Lo is not a good fit for the Lakers.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at this deal. I just knew that the way the scheduling and stuff is set up, you just don't have a ton of time. And I was concerned, how big of a hole are we going to be in? You see what I'm saying? Now we're in this big old hole, and it's hard. Like, you're seeing how hard. We'll win 1 or 2 games, then we'll lose a game. We'll win 1 or 2. We'll get to 2 games, or 2 games away from being 500, and then we'll lose again. It's just hard once you get under 500. That's why I kept telling them on the other channel, my boy Showtime channel, you keep talking about Lakers get to 500. Well, if y'all say we a play-in team, what difference does it make? Because these teams in the play-in probably not going to be 500, y'all.
Yeah.
It's
the 500 thing is
right now.
500 is old NBA. Yeah, 500 is old NBA.
Especially 9 and 10. 9 and 10 probably more than likely won't be a 500 team. But shoot, there's a chance 7 and 8 may not be a 500 team, depending on how all this goes. So I just get there, and I want the Lakers to get to a point where they don't have to worry about getting in. Six
They
is
might.
there.
They might.
Six is attainable. Shit, the way it is now, 5 is actually attainable. We'll see though. But I think
Mathematically, it
6.
is. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, 3 games with 3 games out with 17 games to go.
And they
You
own the
can make
tiebreaker
up
with the current fifth, with the
with
current
that.
person fifth
Yeah,
right now.
you
Golden
can
State.
make that up. So if you tied with them for 5th, you 5th.
Golden State has the 8th toughest schedule remaining.
Yeah,
They're
I
currently in
don't.
5th.
That I never moved by that because what they consider a tough team or a non-tough team may be. You know,
Well, a lot of these guys on the back
They
end of
just
this
going by the
aren't playing for playoffs. So that's what I'm saying. So like with the Lakers when they're playing like the Rockets and some of these guys aren't playing for playoffs. So like them and they got a couple games against them. They got a game against the Magic.
So let me tell y'all something. If the
go ahead,
Golden
my brother.
State, if the people don't see this, and I know you see this, Elder, if Golden State play a team that don't have a center like we do, Golden State gonna whoop their ass. I'm telling y'all right now. We they kryptonite. They ain't got nobody that can stop Anthony Davis, and they know that. So, but if Golden State play all the other teams, they ain't got no center that can score. They beat you.
Golden State's going to be a problem for other teams, for sure.
For some teams, no doubt. Eric Kwan, I like what you said there. He said, 2 first-round picks this year would not have been bad because we would have had 2 first-round. Remember, this year we do a swap with what's the name, and the way it's looking right now, that swap may be irrelevant, y'all.
I know
because if we finish with a better record than the Pelicans, they're not swapping because they're going to have a higher draft pick than us. Yep. So that swap's going to become irrelevant. It's going to be nothing.
And,
go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, and theoretically they still could trade that pick. They just have to make the pick first. So it's like let's say they're talking to a team. Yeah. So a lot of people I know you understand that, but a lot of people don't get that part of it.
He was talking about that other pick too. Like if we'd have
from
done
Utah.
that from Utah, we'd have done that and had our pick plus the Utah pick. Oh my God, that would have been a nice year. And then we're giving up 2 picks down the road. And don't forget, look at the team that we had. We would have already been a stacked team. That definitely would have eliminated the swap because we would have been much better than the Pelicans this year. That would totally eliminate them using the swap. And that helps us when it comes to the totality of the Anthony Davis deal. You see what I'm saying? We'd have been much higher, bro. We'd have been much higher. And I ain't on front marketing. I knew he was going to be a beast, bro. I knew he was. I remember saying marketing. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember people laughed at me, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming this year.
Start mocking me and making videos. Elder said marketing.
No, that's facts. I wasn't mocking you, but I didn't see it. You know what I mean? I wasn't mocking you, but I didn't. I was wrong on him this year.
I can't find anybody saying anything now. It's just again, you got to know sports. You got to know basketball, and then I see the fit too. Just like I could see Vanderbilt was a great fit for this team, same way I could see Conley was a great.
Yo, you got to show your face, bro.
Just like D'Lo's a great fit for this team. Hey, 7-day sports.
Young guy, show your face. I'm dropping the link. I have to.
Is this true? Is this true?
I have to come in right now. I'm dropping the link.
Is that true?
Y'all got to come in right now. Every time I drop the link, y'all move too slow.
I'm gonna wait for Kareem.
Go ahead, Elder. My bad.
I'm gonna read. No, you good. You good. 7-Day Sports Pod said league just announced Morant out indefinitely. He will miss more than 2 games. Sad situation for a blessed man. Lesson for other young stars.
Where's this at though?
Hey, 7 Day, put the article out, brother. Put the source where it's at.
Let me touch on this real quick with him and see. I respect the league for this because we got to set example, and this is the shit that get me mad with these young guys. Everybody think that thug life and all. I've been not liking all that gang stuff and walk around with hoodies and I've been said. I did a video last year. Y'all remember? I said the NBA need to clean up. Start having guys wearing suits back on. You could come in the
that video.
Start wearing suits because we taking away from the professionalism, is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? These guys don't even get haircuts. They be woofing, having their hair this any kind of way. They playing hip hop, which is, you know, what it is on the out throughout the game.
Jumbotrons and all that.
Yeah. We hear that shit because we went to the Knicks game. They play hip hop the whole time, and not only that, it's guys' professionalism. He throwing gang. He throwing up gang signs. They always do it.
Yeah, they do.
Shakes and they be gang, yo gang, we in here. Even LeBron say it. LeBron be like, yo, my gang is this and that. Like gang is, we really got we suffering, man. We getting at a high level, murders and glorifying something that's not cool. It seemed like that. Because Ron, like, come on, gang, we gang, our gang is this, that, and the third. Like, we have to be mindful of what we're doing. These kids thinking this shit cool. He got
that's facts.
his dreads. He think he O-Block.
No, that's super facts.
Morant think he O-Block. And like what Elder was saying, be professional. Being professional, like even with church now. Yo, like on Sunday, I go, I ain't go to sleep, but even when I ride by, I see it. You see guys, which is good, don't get me wrong, because now it's like, oh, you can go to church any kind of way. God don't care. But God's going to church any kind of way now. And even funerals. Oh, God, it's about paying your respect. It's not what you wear. But remember before, people like, nah, I'm going to get a suit. I'm going to dress. I'm pay my respects. I'm going to go out and get a suit, nice, look up the par. You know what I mean? And now the NBA, these coaches, they say, oh, no, the coaches, y'all don't have to wear suits. Bring them motherfucking suits back. Because people don't even own suits. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think you gang if you don't. I don't think you gang if you don't have if you don't have a suit and you just have a hoodie. But I definitely. No, but it's just being professional. It's the mind, like guys running now down the tunnel. Like you look at Memphis, they all come down, their head down with the hoodies on. We don't need that. I'm not saying it because I know people be getting on me, Elder, and guys like most, because they always say, oh, y'all kill me about old. It's not old school. But reason what helped basketball, you tell you, basketball players, you felt more connected to basketball players more so than football players. Because with basketball players,
see their face.
They had to warm up the snap ups and stuff. Now these guys be on the bench with their head. I didn't know all that time. What's the name? I tell you. LA Sports Live. I tell you. I didn't even know that was Pat Bev. I thought it was a regular like street dude because he had the hoodie on. He had a white hoodie. I ain't realized that was him the whole time until he got up and a bench. He had white sneakers, blue jeans, and a white hoodie. He was hurt when they played the Knicks. He didn't play that game. So my thing is, we got money. Come on, let's come back with the suits or presentable. There's nothing wrong with throwing some nice shoes and stuff. Be classy for a minute, for that 2 hours. This is a corporation. You getting millions of dollars. And so Memphis, John Morant, been saying gang, and we built like this, M-Town down, and he throwing the M down. He been doing that. So all the different things you can do a gun. But a lot of guys, these handshakes, it be that, and they like gang, like they do the gang, like. I just don't like it because our young men out here getting slaughtered, and they.
Oh, that's facts. That's facts.
They talking this gang shit. It's not about that.
I feel like
on your own.
But where is this report at though? Because I'm not seeing it anywhere.
Hey, 7 Day Sports Pod, you're gonna have to put the report up there, brother.
Yeah, because
I think. Hold on, bro. I think if I'm not mistaken, I don't know this for sure. I think the initial report says that he's suspended indefinitely, and then you have something to come behind it that says a minimum of 2 games. So everybody ran with that like, oh, he's only suspended 2 games, when the actual report itself said indefinite.
Gotcha. My bad. He just said just announced. So I thought something just got announced right now. I'm like, I don't see it. I'm not saying he's not telling the truth. I just can't find it. As far as something that if something just got announced. And also one thing, Kareem, real quick, for the guys who've been watching ball for like a long time, like Kareem, yourself, and myself, we've also, when we speak up on this, is because we've seen where this ends with a lot of these guys when they do this stuff. We saw what happened with we saw what happened in that Wizards locker room. Like we saw Iverson's situation. Like, Crittenton is in jail for murder. You know what I mean? He was part of that stuff with Gilbert. He's in jail for murder. You know what I mean? So it's like it's like we've seen where this ends. So when they speak on that, it's just because we want to see these young men play long careers and not, you made it out. Why are you trying to, you know what I mean? That's the thing. So it's like,
hey, if they want to turn this fashion thing, this is what they need to do. Honestly, because again, y'all gotta understand too. This is like your job telling you you can't wear this to work when you see what I'm saying. Like if you want to come to work in a hoodie, right? Then put your uniform on when you get to work. This like them telling you can't do that. So this is my solution. This is what I think should take place, right?
Get your own league.
That they got the coming in through the tunnels and stuff. When you come to the game, that's the little fashion runway walk show. You know what I mean? They've turned that into a runway show. No problem. Let's do that because that's before the game. So if guys want to come dressed like tarantulas and giraffes and clowns and all that, let them do it there. But once they come out of that tunnel for the game, they have to be in either business attire, business casual attire like the coaches, or they have to dress like the team, meaning with the team sweatsuit on or something of that magnitude. You know what I'm saying? They have to do that out there on the bench in front of us, where the camera gonna be on you 24/7 because it's gonna constantly show the bench 1,000 times. That I'm not doing. Now that little runway thing, that's why I said the runway. Who cares? That's perfect. You come in with a peacock suit on. Who cares?
But Elder, that was
you come out there on that floor. Yeah, you gotta have on. Hey, if you don't want to business casual, put on the team sweatsuit.
I see what he said right now. I see what he said right now.
Hoops Q, basketball forever. One of the assistant coaches, Jenkins, Bleacher Report, the head coach, Mark Medina, reported 10 minutes ago. Hey, thank you, 7 Day Sports Pod. We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, that was dope.
Super chat, man. Thank you for dropping the links for us, too, bro.
Elder, remember, I don't know some of you guys' ages, but when Iverson and a lot of street guys, and people rally behind Iverson, and they understand what the league was saying. Iverson was like, Iverson was, when he was hurt, he was wearing all his jewelry and wanted to dress how he wanted to dress when he's on the bench. But then when all they saying is you could come to the game any kind of way, but once you hit that bench, if you hurt or something, the same thing Elder just said. You know what I'm saying? But John Morant think he's O-Block.
Yeah, the gang sign stuff, or you know what I mean, stuff like that.
O-Block, I let him go. He think King Kong.
Hey, let me read King
AK. He said Piggy O-Block. Damn.
Hold on, y'all. Let me read King AK-47's comment. He said, hey, how you think Lakers role players will be when LeBron holds the ball? Be honest, do you think Lakers as a team play better without LeBron? Add Russell from injury. Are they at least a playing team? I'm going to go backwards, forwards. I think they're even a playing team without Russell. I think they're a playoff team, even if not. I mean, we need Russell. Honestly, I think it will help to have Russell back to make the playoffs, meaning top six. I think they're a playing team no matter what happens, unless AD goes down. And then when it comes to LeBron, I don't think the Lakers is a better team without LeBron. What you see is because of LeBron's greatness, his playmaking ability, his ability to draw defense and get guys the shots they need. You don't have that, so guys are forced to run the offense more. They're forced to run the sets to get their stuff. So I'm just saying it looks like the Lakers are moving and doing better and all that, but they're definitely not a better team without LeBron. No, he makes them better in my personal opinion. I see Big T. Hey, I gotta read. Nick T had a super chat. Nick T, we appreciate you, bro. He said John Morant is Malibu's most wanted.
What's that dude? Chapstick sitting in traffic.
Listen, every street dude would love to make it out. Yo, I'm telling you, man.
He just ain't no street dude, though.
Yeah, the thing is, he wasn't one originally. That's what makes it even worse.
Not a street dude.
That's what makes it worse. It's almost understandable when the dude comes from the street. Yeah, it's almost understandable.
With his parents, bro.
When the dude comes out out of the street and can't let it go is almost more understandable.
This happened in the pros, y'all. Because think about it. Even in college, he wasn't this. In Tennessee, wherever he played at, or Kentucky, wherever it was, he wasn't this in college. You know how the NBA investigate folks, y'all. They think you seriously got gang ties and you out here. Ain't no way in hell that boy. Ain't no way in hell that boy would have been a second-round pick, bro. So this stuff all started when he got to the league and got to Memphis.
And he started hanging around the rappers. What's the name of them? He started hanging
around. Most of them not real street. Real street dudes anyway. You feel me?
But that's exactly what happened to Crittenton. When he became a Laker, he had no affiliation to anything. When he became a Laker, he started linking with all these dudes, and then he brought them in, was paying protection and all this stuff. And then got roped up with him.
OG since '83. He said, shoulders inconsistent. We need D-Lo. Hey, bro, I would agree, but Schroeder has stepped up these last few games, and I think he's earning um, Darvinham's trust. He's being forced to be the playmaker he should have been all these years, and not just a scorer. Because his scoring didn't fell off, but he's been able to contribute defensively and on the offensive end, running the offense, getting the ball to AD in the right spot, stuff like that. So he's having to grow, and while he's growing, the Lakers are still winning.
Yeah, and if he's able to play his normal role, right? The same thing when people were mad at Pat Bev too. It's like, well, they got him out there guarding wings. Like that's not his role. So Schroeder's not a starter. He's supposed to be the backup point guard. He's playing out of his role, so they're expecting to be a starting point guard.
He thinks he is though. That's the problem.
No, I get it.
Thinks he's a starter.
I get it, but every player wants to believe they're a starter, though, right? But my thing is like
that's true though. Chad Money, hey, I'm gonna cut you off, brother. I gotta give him credit. He's telling the truth. I forgot that brother is playing on a bum ankle, y'all. Remember how bad he rolled that 3 games ago? He is fighting through and playing. So Schroeder finna get mad respect from me. And y'all already know how I feel about Schroeder as a player. He getting mad respect from me because not only is he evolving as a player to make sure to be what the Lakers need to win, he's playing through a really bad because he rolled his ankle way better than D-Lo and all that. I mean, you just don't know though.
You can't tell by looking. It's the next morning, the swelling.
Boy, it looked really bad the way he rolled that thing, bro. It looked really bad.
But Elder, that's my point. Is what I'm saying is he's doing everything that is asked of him, and while on a minimum contract, he's not complaining. He's not being a distraction. He's not doing anything. He's out there. He's playing ball. He's on a minimum contract. Like, whatever you need, coach. So at the end of the day, like, with people want to complain about him, but you need players like that.
Yeah, I think John Morant is out for the season, y'all. Think about this. Think about this.
Season, AK.
Hey, I think so.
They just announced it.
He said out indefinitely. That means they don't know when he's coming back.
Yeah, the quote was the 2 games.
I think he could be out for the season for the simple fact.
That's sad, man.
When you got these criminal type things around you, the best thing, like, think about it. Ime Doku. You got old boy in Charlotte. What was his name? Bridges.
Miles Bridges.
The best thing, you got this with the gun stuff. The best thing to do is go away. Go away. Let it settle down. Do what you got to do behind the scenes. Then when you come back, there's nothing attached. Like right now, you come back, guess what? Everybody's in your face. Everybody asks you about it, and everybody's still digging, trying to find stuff on you. Give it time for all that to die down and go away.
You just wait for someone else. You wait for someone else to mess up, and then you come back.
Memphis is probably like, Elder, shut the hell up. He needs to play. Okay, bro, I'm talking about this man's career. Y'all talking about damn 18 games. And the rest of this season, this man's got freaking, people forgot the boy contract ain't kicked in yet, y'all.
Yeah.
They gonna kick in until next season. You know, if they found out that this boy got on that plane with that gun, do you know they can void his contract, y'all? They can literally void his contract. Nike gonna pull, Gatorade, Powerade,
Nike gonna pull. Because
they all pulling, bro.
They came out and supported today.
Like,
but they pulled Kyrie.
They in such a good situation. Well, here's the thing, though, with the Kyrie. I want to be very clear on that. Yeah. Kyrie's totally different because he had already been with him for a long, long time, and they were already at odds because of, the way they were producing this new product, all that, and they were already discussing letting Kyrie go and walking away from him. So that was already on the table. He was in like a neutral state with them anyways. Like he was not unsigned, but we ain't committed to re-sign you. When this stuff happened, now we're done. That's what made them go ahead and pull the trigger fully on Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie's he's been having beef with Nike since 2020. That's not that's not new. He's been covering up the logos, like he's been doing all kinds of.
Think about this though, y'all. This is what they did. People didn't know this. Kevin Durant, LeBron James, they're the face of Nike, right? When it comes to the thing, but people didn't know that Kyrie was making Nike all the money. Kyrie's shoes was selling. If you put KD and LeBron together, Kyrie sales, with them combined, his sales still doubled theirs, y'all.
Yep.
With theirs combined, he was making them all the money.
My kids
Kyrie
love Kyrie.
Kyrie was making them all the money. So they put Ja Morant in Kyrie's slot, y'all. They gave him his shoe. They literally gave him that shoe. And said, we're pulling Kyrie, giving it to you. Bro, he's in such a position financially. This is why everybody like, look, bro, for this dumb fronting, you finna give up all of this to secure your whole family for freaking 5 centuries? I mean, 5 generations? Are you serious?
Yeah, he was the most on the ground promoted player at the All-Star break in Utah. They built his own little like town over there. like for him, for like it was like I forgot what they called it, but it was all around Ja, built around Ja.
What he did was smart. What he did was smart though, for him coming out with the statement saying he's going away to get help.
Yes, that's what he. And this my thing, my brother. Yes, he should do that though. You can't tell me you're going away when you only missed 2 games.
Yeah, and that's what the coach's quote here is. This is his exact quote right here.
Let me hear his quote.
Yeah, so that's they're doubling down on that. So it's like there's not a definitive timeline. We're taking it one day at a time. This is going to be an ongoing healing process. That's what the coach said. So that's his exact quote. So it's probably going to be definitely more than 2 games, but he's throwing in that healing process again. So
man, the last thing you want is that boy to come back. Say he come back in a week, and then 2-3 more allegations come. He come back in 10 days and 2 allegations. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's already having that teenage one, the one with the teenager.
If this thing is serious, I'll be able to tell. If he comes back this year, that there's probably no legs to the him putting the gun on the team playing. If we don't see him no more, there's some serious legs to that gun going on that team playing, y'all. Because the thing is, they said the gun was in Colorado, so he gonna have to prove that he didn't take that gun on that team playing.
Yeah, because if he says his boys gave it to him and they flew there commercially, no, you know what I mean. So
I mean, you can travel with guns commercial, you can do that. I mean, but still, you gotta prove it. That's the thing. You got receipts for all of it.
Colorado gave him the gun.
He would be again.
He knows somebody out there. You know, people
gotta be. And this is the thing. What I'm saying about the league, you can tell them a story. This ain't like the New York. I mean, this ain't like the Memphis Police Department investigating you, where they gotta have an abundance of evidence. If the league don't believe you, they making a judgment. Still, you see what I'm saying? So you can tell them any cockamamie story. Here's your problem with that, though, y'all. What happens if your story has holes punched in it? What happens if it comes back that you lied about this? You are toast with the league. You see what I'm saying? Everybody acting like, oh, we'll just tell a lie and we get out of it. What happens if you get busted in your lie? You trying to tell a $400 million lie. And the league is not going to have you do this and represent them. The people that's paying all this money advertising, they ain't finna do that. They're not finna put you up there as a face for them. Bro, this dude would take a major chance lying. The only way he gonna get grace and mercy by telling the freaking truth, bro. He needs to tell them the flat out truth. And then if he did do it, go away for a while, bro. The league already got you set up. They got it set up for a 50-game suspension. They already said it.
Yo,
miss your 50 games. Go ahead.
Did they verify that the gun was real? That he put it up? That he
They don't have to be. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The image is what you're talking about on the IG, the Twitter thing or the Instagram thing he did.
He was on the IG Live.
Yeah, that's irrelevant. It don't matter if it's a toy gun. It's the image.
It's the perception.
It's the perception that's the problem.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's real or not. It was, but it doesn't matter if it's real
even if it was fake, he wanted it to appear to be real. So.
And just mind you, y'all, that came 2 days after all this stuff leaked out. All this stuff came back out. This is what you see. The brother just ain't, bro. It's nothing. That is like one of the most. That's not smart, y'all. That's not smart at all. The boy needs some serious.
And with the 17-year-old kid, what happened to that?
Again, they went for the money. They dropped the legal stuff.
Yeah.
I think they dropped because of the confessions of the boy and of him. It sounds like two people fighting, but because he's 17, the league is done with that one. Because he's 17, that's close to being an adult. So they didn't want to pursue the criminal charges. Oh, but the boy definitely sued him civilly, and I heard they settled that already. So he got a bag from it. He got some kind of bag from it.
He probably gave him 100,000 real quick.
Nah, he's stupid to settle for that. He's stupid. The man hit him 10, 12, or 13 times. If he had a lawyer that settled for 100,000, what that lawyer gonna make? He's stupid. That's a weak settlement. Because my thing is this: you wanted to go to court.
I think it went so quick. I think it was probably something just they threw some money.
It's happened in the summertime.
It's normally a good bag to make it go away quick. Kareem is what I'm saying. You come low. What's the motivation for them? No, we good. You know what I'm saying? But if you come with the right bag and say, hey, we got to go to court. If not, then people will think about it. Like, yeah. So you never know, though.
There you go. I want you to read it. And this is exactly what I was just talking about.
King AK-47, he said, is the NBA going to clean up players clearly throwing up gang sets and gang handshakes and the gang problem overall in the NBA. Ja just got caught. What about the bigger picture? Hey, y'all, let me tell you what the problem is.
I just said that.
You did. You did. You just said it. But here's the bigger problem. The NBA needs to get rid of the gang music then. Whoop that trick. Are you serious?
They not.
At the game?
They not.
The NBA, they just as guilty. They're playing that type of incitement trap music at the games. So you can't sit here and chastise the players when you playing the music that they learning from. So the NBA gonna have to clean it up themselves first. They can't come to the table as hypocrites and say, "Hey, we don't want you throwing up gang signs." You playing gang songs? What are you talking about?
They're not gonna clean it up, bro. It's gonna continually get. It's gonna
I get the point though.
Getting blamed on the players. It's gonna continually fall on the players.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on. OG since '83. What the hell are you talking about? What 50 got to do with anything, bro? What's wrong with some of y'all, man? Why can't we have just civil conversation without y'all being? I don't know. What is you talking about? Stop it. I'm 50. What that mean? Hey, 7A Sports Pod, we appreciate you like always, my brother, coming in here heavy in the super chat. He said his dad is being his friend versus being a leader. No true guidance. He has to be a leader and a father. Elder is right about the music. Hey, I agree with everything you said there. People was trying to say you can't blame John Morant's family or his dad for all this. I blame parents, period, for a lot of this. I blame parents, period, because you're not depositing anything in the children. I heard an NBA exec talking about John Morant saying when you speak to him, he sounds very eloquent, they said. So that lets me know he's been trained in this school system. I don't want to call it a food system. This school system, right? He's been trained. He went to private school. The problem is what's deep inside the boy. See, if you had some substance, some things of value in you, once these allegations would have come, you would have known to separate yourself totally from all this stuff. But instead, you go out and exasperate it by getting on IG. You see what I'm saying? There's no substance, and that's because the parents ain't been around. They were too busy. This generation, the reason they numb in the mind, walking around here like zombies, don't care about nothing, is because nothing was deposited in them. Their parents didn't spend time with them. Why? They were too busy chasing the bag, too busy chasing the holes and the thoughts and all that. They was too busy pushing themselves, going on vacations, doing all this stuff, and say, hey, you know what? Let me give you all the Jordans. Hey, you know what? Let me give you the Xboxes and all this stuff. Oh, let me see you to all the camps you want to go to. They pushed they parenthood off on everybody else while they went and enjoyed them own selves. That's what they did. Instead of having family dinners, instead of taking family trips and actually teaching their children values and morals and things to have. It's clear that y'all don't have it. And then if you ain't done that and you know that as a parent, how you going to come in right now and then try to correct y'all? Think about it. If you the dad and you've been doing all this stuff and you know you ain't putting it in this boy, now's the time he's supposed to listen to you? No, it's not going to happen.
The social media aspect of it all just makes it 1,000 times worse.
How long did Ja start doing this stuff? Because it seems to me years back he wasn't doing this. It's strange. It's
NBA,
like,
bro.
A couple summers ago. A couple summers ago, it started
when he got to Memphis, bro. Yeah. So he didn't become this dude till he got to the league.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been drafted. He wouldn't have been drafted where he got drafted if he had this reputation coming out of college. Like teams would have passed on him just because they didn't want to deal with the mess.
I think last year he really kind of turned up because he kept saying M-Town down, and he doing that dance when he got popular with doing that dance, and he blew up through the kids and that TikTok thing. I think that did
it. To me, it'd be seen.
Okay, AK-47. He said, look what AK-47 said, y'all. He said Paul Pierce alluded to it, but when Ja got jumped 2 years ago in North Memphis, it changed him. Hopefully, not for the worse. Hanging with rappers. I didn't hear about him getting jumped 2 years ago. Anybody know about that?
I ain't hear about that, but I know he hangs with Moneybagg Yo. Like, does he? Yeah.
Memphis rough now. Don't get me wrong, y'all. My parents live in Cordova. I mean, my in-laws live in Cordova. It's rough. Herm is there daily. It ain't an easy place to live. You got plenty of spots though. You ain't got to be around it though.
Elder,
I didn't know he got jumped a couple.
I didn't hear about that. AK knowing something on the streets we don't know about. I didn't hear about him getting jumped.
Yo, Elder, Moneybagg Yo, that's Zach Randolph artists. I'm cool with. I hang out with Zach Randolph because I live in LA.
Okay.
Because I do all the clubs here in LA, so I see all the.
He with them then.
Yeah,
Yo,
I see. And they GDs. Moneybag Yo is a MC Mickey Colbert, like my cousin in Chicago. They one of them. So I know all the rappers. I don't know
nothing about the rappers, dude.
Yeah,
I know all the knuckleheads.
He ain't off that gang shit to me.
Yeah.
He seemed like a humble dude.
He was with Moneybags and some North Memphis dudes ran up on him. He never been the same. I reported on it. I had to go back and check that report out, bro. He said, he was with Moneybags and some Memphis dudes ran up on him.
If AK say he don't report bull crap.
I know.
Hey, Elder.
Yes, sir.
He don't report
Elder. Hey, y'all gonna, Kareem and Elder, check this out. Y'all gonna crack up. Now look what he did. Now I met Moneybag Yo. Elder, y'all will be shocked. He's so humble. And Moneybag Yo, brother, what up, Elder? What up, Kareem? So nice. And he don't even do that. He don't even do the gang banging no more. You know, he got protection, but he don't even do. Now this fool is trying to do what Moneybag Yo do, and Moneybag Yo has been coming like y'all, taking care of his family. Because his homeboy in Memphis, they be mad at him because he won't do what he used to do.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. If Moneybags walk past, I don't know the dude. I don't keep up rap. I don't know what he look like. I don't know the grades.
No, he's out here in LA a lot.
I have no idea who that dude is, bro. I don't know what he look like. I don't know his complexion. I mean, I'm assuming he a brother, but I wouldn't know him.
The thing is, the rappers hang out at a lot of the same spot that the NBA players do. Yep. So like when you go and you see them, like usually it's hand in hand. So especially in the off season, especially around LA, you can be just be in a normal location, bro. Just not even at like places where millionaires hang out. Just be in a normal spot and you'll see these dudes. And it's like,
I'm gonna start. Man.
Yo, he right. Yo, bro is right. Because every time I go to clubs, like you go to clubs in Atlanta and stuff, you see ball players, rappers. You see it. You see.
It's hand in hand.
Out here in New York.
Yeah.
You go hand in hand. You see a couple balls. You know, I see all the time. J.R. Smith stayed out in clubs.
Yeah.
You see ball players, rappers.
They want to live the rapper life. The ball players want to live the rapper's life now.
Yeah, no, that's been that way for a long time. You'll always see these three things together: the NBA players, the rappers, and the hip hop police. They're always at the same locations. All of them. All of them. So it's like it's to the point where you just start you start seeing them. They just start remembering you. They're like, oh, what's up? What's up? You're from here. Woo woo woo. Like this that. They're a lot of them act like don't even act big time. Like they're real cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, especially if they're not from out here, they don't know what's what. You know. So a lot of times they'll just be out in a regular spot, man. You just roll up on them. They'll sit. They'll chill with you. They'll take pictures with your family. Like they're cool.
Like right now, we got the rolling log. We got that out here. It's the last today. So there is like 1,000, so many people.
What up, Sammy?
And I do the club tonight called Nightingale. We got a lot of artists coming tonight, and you see all the NBA guys, football players, everybody. And but them guys be humble though, man.
You a bouncer?
No, I'm one of the promoters. I'm one of the top promoters in LA.
Oh yeah.
And Sunday nights are big.
Pull up to the club.
Yeah, Sunday nights.
Yeah, when you come, we'll hook up when you come here.
Oh, so what club you work at?
I do High on Thursday, Boosie Bellows on Saturday, and Nightingale on Sunday night. Them all the top clubs, high end.
Yeah, Nightingale's blown up.
Yeah, he'll tell you. Nightingale.
Hot's been lit for a minute, but Nightingale just got.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even really on that scene much anymore, but that one's taken off.
Yeah. And he'll tell you we got in LA keep security at their club. Tons of police.
yeah, for sure. And that's what I'm saying.
They don't do like the other clubs. Tell them.
Hip hop police is always there, man. Like they're always there. That's why these rappers go out of their way to not get in trouble in LA because they already know they're there.
I'm talking about sitting in the front. Be like 4 or 5 of them guys.
They don't hide. No,
they don't hide. and walking around.
I don't know what it is with these Lakers and these ankle injuries. Everybody and their mama in the Lakers
I
got
know,
ankle injuries,
right?
don't they?
I know, man. What's up with that?
Elder, I said I don't even want to go to the game on Tuesday because I'm scared as a fan I'm gonna sprain my ankle. It's like an epidemic with ankles out there, man.
Yeah. Maybe everybody should show up to the game. Everybody should show up to the game with a boot on, man. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
That's
the Lakers, I bet they would roll their tails off, bro. I bet they would laugh the whole game like the fans is off the chain. They got boots on, y'all.
I've never seen this many ankle injuries.
I have not either, bro.
In consecutive order.
We done sprained at least 7 ankles in the last.
And we got
6
dudes
days.
playing with what appeared to be bad ankle sprains. So it's like it's. Man, I could have sworn Darvin was walking with a limp today.
They aren't taped, y'all. Too. People forget that everybody's taped in the NBA. So sometimes it is not as bad as it looks, but sometimes it can be worse. Like apparently D'Lo's is worse, bro. Now I don't know if that's. People say that D'Lo has a history of not coming back quick from injuries.
Yeah, they said that.
D'Lo, these guys are gonna understand it's a business. And see, right now, D'Lo's stock had gone up because when he came to the Lakers, they look good with him. You see what I'm saying?
And he's a free agent.
That's the last image that they have of it. So his people could be telling D'Lo, look, bro, don't go back out there till you're 100%. Because if you ain't and you start looking like trash, don't turn into Dennis Schroeder where, we can be getting $84 to $100 million for you, and now we're going to be looking at minimum deals.
Or also like Anthony Simons, who came back too early and had to be pulled out of the game.
He got his bag, though. He got his bag.
Yeah,
there's a difference. When you got the bag, push through. When you got the bag, go ahead and push through because it don't matter. You already got your money.
So,
you know what I mean? But if you ain't got your money, I can see your people, your reps, your agent, and everybody else telling you, hey, whoa. Don't you get back out on that court unless you're 100%. You finna hurt. You go out there and you start playing bad, bro. These Laker fans gonna destroy you.
Yeah, you just said. You just told everybody on this site what just happened. He ain't playing because he want to get that bag.
Who said that?
You.
Oh, I thought you. Yeah,
no, I thought you said he just said it. I'm like, is he crazy?
I know he didn't do that. Oh my god!
I thought he said that too.
I've been trying to let folks know how this stuff goes down because a lot of people from the fan perspective think everything is just fandom and it's just coming from that. No, this is a business, man. This man coming off a $30-something million contract he's had for 4 years. So this man made $120 million in the last 4 years, y'all. You think he wants to go down and pay? And if he does, you think he wants to go down a lot?
He's also paying these guys a lot of money to advise him.
His bag. So what he's trying to do is, even if he gets put in a sign and trade or something of this magnitude, get the bag. Give me the money to even it out. You know what I mean? And all it takes is one team to say, no, I think he's worth $30 million. I want the $30 million then. You see what I'm saying? So you dumb when it's time to get paid. If you go out there and you play, think about what happened to Isaiah Thomas. Back the bench truck up. The booger hip got hurt. Never played really good again. Never got the bag, y'all. He never. And see, Isaiah never got the bag. Oh, boy done already had a bag. Oh, boy done made money already. Isaiah never had made the bag.
Oh.
And he went out there and played hurt, and look what it cost him. So at the end of the day, it could be that. I'm not saying that is what it is because I don't know. But I know this. If I'm an agent, I'm probably advising my client, yo, bro, wait till you're 100%.
Yep.
Don't, because most players aren't better going out there playing 70-80%, y'all. They're not better. So they're gonna look worse and they're gonna hurt their money. Hey, who was that, man?
I think it's MJ's phone.
We got to turn that down or something. Did Clark get paid before tearing that Achilles? I don't know about Clark's contract with Memphis. I don't know.
I don't know if he did.
I don't know if he was up for one this year or he already got paid or.
Let me check real quick.
That contract was gifted to D'Lo. He definitely wasn't a max player at the time. Bingo. And he's played it out. He's played the contract out. So teams now are like, well, what's his actual value? And they were going to get a good look at him with the Lakers. And I honestly, think about it. Say he don't get to come back. The last thing you remember was, man, D'Lo was balling when he first got to the Lakers. That's the image they want in everybody's head when it's time to negotiate. That's it. That's what they want in people's head. He helped lead Minnesota to the playoffs, and he was bringing the Lakers back to prominence. Or get healthy and go out there and show everybody how good you are. But don't go out there unhealthy and hurt your value. You know? Take your value down just because you got a desire to get out there and play. It's
so Clark
deeper than just going to play.
Clark got paid.
When did he get paid last year? 2 years
So
ago?
he's through 26, 27 and about 12. Well, this is his extension kicks in next year. So he's 12.5 million every year for the next 4 years after this.
Yeah, he got a little
he
bit
got
of money,
paid.
man.
He got his
He
bag.
did all right. Yep. No, I think teams this year is a really low year for free agents, y'all. So, and there's a few teams with money. So I think teams will look at a D-Lo and say, for what we got out there, he's the best. Let's try to get him for this. You know what I mean? I don't think teams want to give him $30 million. I really don't.
No, 30.
But I see plenty of teams because y'all forget after next year, after
The
next
money.
season,
Yep.
that money changes. They get all that and that what's the name money. So literally $30 million contracts will feel like you paying $18 million, y'all. So teams ain't forgot that. So when they doing these contracts and you say, God, they gotta pay this man $50 million in 3 years, they like, hey, to them that's gonna be like a $35 million contract because of the amount of money that they're gonna be making. So don't be shocked. I'm just saying, don't be shocked to see some of these free agents with these 3-4 year deals making money in the back end of that deal where you're like, God dang, y'all think he's worth that? Well, he's worth that when the money jumps up. So that goes into part of the negotiations. I mean, and part of the negotiations. So don't be shocked if some teams say, hey, we'll give you 3 year $90 million. You'd be like, man, D'Lo ain't worth that. Well, that first year 30, you just paying him. But the last two, that's 60 years, that's 60 million, that's really like paying him 40. Is he worth 40 million? Oh, hell yeah. I don't think anybody would argue that D'Lo in this league is worth $20 million.
In this league's absolutely.
For Kyrie have to sign and trade D'Lo for the 30 mil. That's not going to happen at Miles. Miles, we appreciate you in the super chat, bro. The Lakers are not going to do a sign and trade for Kyrie for the simple fact Kyrie would be the sign and trade player coming back, and that means the Lakers will be hard capped. The Lakers are not going to be hard capped. That would mean that over half these players we just signed, we won't be able to re-sign them because we'll be hard capped. Not going to happen. So y'all can try to tell folks financially.
They're not doing that no more.
Yeah, I try to tell everybody the same thing when it came to what's his name, DeRozan. I tried to tell all y'all that. Everybody's like, these reports. I said, I don't give a flip what these reports are saying. You got to understand who's motivated to put these reports out.
Yep.
So you the GM, what you doing there? What you doing there, Elder? If you the GM, you the GM of the Lakers, what you doing that? What you doing? What's your all-season plan during the summertime?
Oh, I don't have it yet because I need to assess these guys. I need to fully assess these guys and see what's going to happen. I need to see the rest of the season. I need to see the playoffs. I need to see who. Like right now, if you tell me what does it look like I'm going to do, it looks like I'm going to try to keep D'Lo on a friendly deal. It looks like I'm going to definitely keep because see, people don't understand Vanderbilt's under contract. We don't got to do nothing with him. I don't know. See, like boy Beasley, I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to take the $16 million team option on Beasley yet. I don't know. Now Beasley says, Beasley tells me, hey, I'll opt out if we can resign. You know what I mean? For more security. Like if Beasley says, instead of giving me that 16 mil, I'll take 12 mil if you give it to me for over 4 years though. Like give me a 4-year, $48 million deal. I'll do that over the 16. Then I'm resigning Beasley. Because he's a little expensive for 16 million. He's a little expensive right now for 16. You see what I'm saying?
That one's up to them.
That's a good contract.
That's up to them because that one's a team option.
It is. It's a team option. That's what I said. So it's up to the team. Rui, I think Rui going to be signed just for the simple fact the Lakers gave up assets for him, and Rui truly wants to be a Laker. So I think Rui going to do like Kuzma and all them and take a hometown deal to stay with the Lakers. When the guy does that, I'm re-signing him anyway.
He playing like trash right now.
Yeah. And then who's the other dude that we need to worry about?
He had a good couple games on that road trip. He had a good couple games.
Wayne Gabriel, what happens to Wayne?
Oh, he's a minimum dude, so he'll resign for minimum again. Nobody's gonna really probably get more than that. Troy Brown, Schroeder, those guys we're gonna lose, y'all. We're just not gonna be able to pay him. Lonnie Walker, we won't probably be able to pay him. So unless Lonnie says he'll stay in that same slot. Yep. But if I'm the Lakers, I would rather get that money. Hold on, I got you with Reeves. Reeves are going to re-up him. He's going to make anywhere from $10 to $12 million. They're going to re-up Reeves. Me, if I had to pick between Troy Brown and Walker on who gets the mid level, that 6.5 million, I would give that to Troy Brown to keep
Yeah,
him
me too.
if he would take it over Walker. I would.
Okay.
But Schroeder, Walker, them guys we're losing. We're gonna lose those guys.
Should wings be a focus, or would you focus on getting another big man to go alongside AD?
I need another big man that's better defensively on the interior. That's what I need. I need an interior defender that can bang to help so AD doesn't have to do it as much. If I can get a guy that's serviceable for 20 minutes, 18 to 22 minutes a game, 23, I'm loving that. That's what I'm going after. If I got to move guys, trade guys, whatever you want to call it, that's what I'm doing.
Who do you see that as though? Like what type
I don't know yet, bro. You gotta wait till the season over and all that. Because any guy that's freaking 6'9" to 7, really 6'10" to 7, whatever, that can bang defensively. Because AD just don't need them problems. He don't need to be banging with all those big dudes. I gotta try to help preserve him.
There's gonna be a lot of guys who fall through the cracks once teams spend their money too, and the Lakers have always done a good job of waiting those guys out. And a good thing to do is
you got people who want the link, bro. Drop the link, Kareem. You got people who want the link.
Who y'all?
Another thing, if you go down the list, I don't know who it is, but if you look at the list of if there's any clutch player free agents that don't get signed to long-term deals, those guys usually end up on the Lakers. But if you look at like big men out there, like Pirtle just got traded to Toronto, he's most likely signing there.
I thought Mobama was somebody saying in the thing that Mobama signed with the Lakers for $10 million next year. I thought he was on the last year of his deal.
No, I think it's their option.
Team option.
I'll double check it right now.
If it's a team option, I can tell y'all right now they will decline Mobama.
Yeah.
They'll just decline him and let him walk away, y'all. That's what the Lakers gonna do.
Decline his ass too.
Yeah, they're gonna decline that and just let Mobama walk away. Now, if Mobama loves it in LA, wants to sign on the cheap, the Lakers may do that. But I don't see them picking up the $10 million option. I don't, unless he changes and does some crazy stuff to finish out this year. If he keeps playing on the level he's playing right now, I do not see the Lakers spending $10 million on Obama.
He has no enthusiasm, man.
Yeah, see, the team option. See, this is the Lakers did good because all these guys that came, the Lakers have the options on these guys. None of these guys have the option on the Lakers. The Lakers had the options on them. So, boy got one more year. I think he's in restricted free agency next year, right? What's his name? Vanderbilt. Is he in restricted free agency next year?
No, he's not. Next summer.
His contract 4.6.
His contract. He's got another year left on his contract.
Oh yeah. So the Lakers are good. If the Lakers are smart, they offer him the extension
this summer,
and probably the max extension because his money's so low. His max extension can't be high. If they smart, they offer him that and see if he take it. If he's smart, he don't take it. But
if he's smart, he goes to free agency. Yeah, because his agent won't let him take that deal. Because if he goes to, as soon as he signs that deal, as soon as it gets to the summer, and he can sign a much bigger deal, even with the Lakers, just once he becomes a free agent.
Y'all keep forgetting that Nerlens Noel got big issues with
Clutch
Sports, y'all. Yep. So I don't see him coming over to the Lakers. I really don't. Porter is an unrestricted free agent in the summer. Is he really? I would think what's the name are going to resign him. You gave up draft picks for that. He's staying with Toronto. He's not going to hit the free agent market. And the Lakers don't have no real money for free agency, no way.
What happened to most?
So like the big guys, like a lot of these big guys that are free agents, like Brook Lopez, Milwaukee can pay him more. Vukovic is probably not the type of guy you want playing next to AD because if you want to, the guy was going to take.
Why not?
Well, if you guys are saying you want the defensive big, I'm just saying for what you guys were saying about the big you want playing next to AD, he's not that type.
He can bang inside. I'll take it. I like Vooch, and Vooch can score. I would easily take Vooch.
Like Christian Wood, free agent. Yeah, we're not.
Rose is not a banger. Wood's not a banger.
Nope, he's not.
Obama do not have anything guaranteed in 23-24. Vanderbilt has $300,000 guaranteed next year. They better guarantee Vanderbilt whole contract next year. Whatever it is. I think it's 5-6 million. No, he just said Angie put in there, and she definitely don't miss her info. She said Vanderbilt is only guaranteed $300,000. That's it.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
But they're gonna keep him for the whole year and guarantee his whole contract. If they smart. Yeah. They don't do anything to disrespect that young dude. They do whatever you got to do to keep him and solidify him. What the earliest I could offer him an extension, I would put it on the table. He's gonna say no, but I'm putting that booger out there on the table. I'm letting him know, bro, we re-signing you. You're not going nowhere. You can forget it. And he ain't stupid. He knows he's not a max player. But at the end of the day, he's worth a lot of money, y'all. That dude's worth a lot of money.
He's about 4. I mean, next year he's making about 4.5.
And they got his bird rights too, bro. So good. They can go over the cap to sign him, and he would be the one I go over the cap to sign too. So,
he's definitely worth a Tristan Thompson deal or close to it.
What did Tristan get back then?
What he got, like 580, 590? Something like that.
That was like that clutch special, right? when he got with the one with Cleveland.
With Cleveland, right?
yeah, that was like okay.
We will definitely. That's incredible. We'll keep Vanderbilt. We'll pick up his option. And he'll make $4.7 million, y'all. Wow.
Yeah, they're definitely.
I know teams are like, what in the world? Why did we get this dude away? What's wrong with us? I would pick up Mo Bamba option. $10 million is a perfect salary fill in. But you got to get somebody that want him. And teams don't like paying. I see what you're saying, my brother. It is. But teams don't like paying that for big men. See, if that was a guard or a wing, I wouldn't care what his skill level is. I'd almost pick him up. As he was a rotational guy, 8th, 9th, 10th guy on the team, and he was a wing or a guard, I would definitely do it. But for a center, teams just do not want to spend a lot of money for centers, bro. They'll look at it. They'll look at all these centers on all these other teams, and they'll say, "I'm paying $6 million here, $2 million here, $3 million here, $5 million here, and we're getting twice the production as Mo Bamba." So I don't see teams wanting to do it. I really don't. If the Lakers got a deal where they can trade him, they'll do it. If they already know it going ahead of time, they'll do it then.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think what they can do is, because it's a team option, they can trade him after when their season is over, between the season being over and June 30th. And so let's say like a team's got a player that's got makes similar money, but it's an extra year on that contract, and they don't want that extra year, then they can trade for Bamba, move that money, and then just not pick up his option, and they clear the book. So they could do something like that, but I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I'm just saying that's something they could do.
I get it. And he made sense too. The other brother that made the statement in there, was it Joel? Yeah, that makes sense. I understand both of your points. They do, and it makes total sense. They could do that. You did, Gaza Nation. Told us
that's my guy. That's my guy right there. What's up, Joel?
Oh yeah, told us the Lakers were gonna win, and I think I thought the Lakers were gonna win today. I don't think I got a chance to talk to everybody, but I thought they were gonna win today. I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win Tuesday. Then don't we got another home game? Like we play Tuesday, then we don't play again to what?
They're on a 5-game. They're on a 5-game homestand right now.
I think the Lakers are gonna go at least 4-1 or maybe 5-0 in this home game stand, y'all. I mean, be at home, get the rest.
They should have won. They should have won that game on Friday. That's what
we lost. Friday game was at home.
Yeah.
Oh, so we 1-1 now. So I think they'll go like 4-1 or. Who else we got? We got Memphis. And who after that, y'all? Anybody know? Top of your head.
Toronto,
tough, man. We don't play them well. They like the Clippers to us, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Toronto done beat the Lakers like 13, 14 straight games, y'all. And they're playing better with the big center. And they got a bunch of wings, y'all. Yeah, I'm not happy about the Toronto game. And they're playing better too. We may go 3-2, y'all. Teams like that, the Lakers just struggle against. I just hope they off when they come, which they never are. But
we got New York coming too.
Yep.
I think we can handle New York, regardless of what they got going on. I know they're playing well, but New York don't match up well against us. So I know Boyd likes to try to do what he can against the Lakers and all that. And Josh Hart will be back, but I think
Brunson's out. I don't know how long Brunson is out.
Brunson's not playing?
No, Brunson. Oh, Knicks went on a run. Oh man.
They're in the league. 95,
they were just down 12. I refreshed the screen. They're up 9 now. Man, these Knicks. This is without Brunson.
Who they playing?
Boston.
Not playing.
They're playing Boston, and they just beat them last week. Yeah, they just beat them bad, like by about 15 points last week.
I think
they were just down by like 12 points.
I think that what happens in these games, y'all, is the Celtics know they can beat teams like this, so you just don't bring your A game. But these teams know they need to get you, so they're like supercharged up. They're playing on a playoff level, blah 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 blah. So Boston know that they get in the playoffs and they'll sweep the Knicks, y'all. Boston would sweep the Knicks in the playoffs. So quickly killing, they said. But this happens though. If you don't be focused, anybody in the NBA can beat you, bro. If you're not focused, anybody in the NBA can beat you. Is any of them games on national TV, y'all?
Yeah, it's on ESPN right now. The New York Boston games on ESPN right now.
Some basketball going in here, man.
I just put it on right now. I'm telling you, I looked and they were just down 12, and then I just refreshed the screen. I was like, oh man.
Bronson make them good. Make them real good.
He's not
Didn't
playing.
they just lose to New York last week or something like that?
Yeah. And this game is without Brunson. Brunson is not playing this game.
Where do y'all rank Brunson at as the top point guard?
Top. I think this year he's probably playing top 10 in point guards at least.
Yeah,
I'm saying like because you know how the league nowadays you can play point, but that doesn't mean you're necessarily a real point guard.
Yeah, Brunson he's a combo guard.
He's a shooting point guard. Like he looks for a shot first, which is why he wanted out of Dallas, because the ball was always in Luka's hands. So it was like he didn't leave Dallas because of the money. He didn't leave Dallas because of the money. He left because he wanted to run his own team. Run the ball in his hands.
Why is this thing taking forever to?
It's a commercial right now too, so you're not missing nothing right now.
I'm like this darn thing, like the battery's dying in or something.
This thing gonna go to the wire. This playoff thing.
It's fun. All these games have been. It's been a great weekend actually. A lot of these games have been good.
We'll watch the Clippers game.
There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Clippers tonight.
So the Knicks went on a 19-2 run. They're on a 19-2 run.
The Clippers fans, if they don't win tonight, man.
They got some major problems if the Clippers don't win tonight. There's some deeper things going on than we thought if they don't win this game tonight.
Yeah, they better beat these death row Grizzlies.
Memphis is totally undermanned, and it's at home. They lost 5 straight. They're desperate. They should blow this team out, actually. They should actually beat this team by 20, 25 points tonight.
Well, you remember last season when a couple of the guys went down. Ja was out for a while, and a couple guys went down, and like their defense stepped up so much. Their
defense is good. They just got 4 guys down now, though. That's the problem. They got 4, not just 2. If they only had 2, I'd have major confidence in them still. But they got 4 guys.
The 2 guys that carried that load was the 3 guys that carried that load was it Jackson, Bain, and who's our backup point guard? Tyus Jones. They're all playing.
Tyus Jones.
So, yeah, those are the guys who held it down last year.
No. Oh, Jackson, Bain, and Tyus Jones.
Yeah, those guys who held it down.
Those guys are all playing, but they don't have. Brooks played, didn't he? Or he was one of the guys
out.
Well,
Brooks was out last year, at the time too. Right. But Brooks is out one game, right? Just that suspension.
Yeah, the suspension.
So he's not hurt now.
Oh boy, Brandon Clark is not playing. That's the 50-50.
He's out for the year,
for the season.
Right?
Yeah, 65%.
Wow. What did he tear? Was it Achilles or ACL?
Yeah, Achilles. They said Achilles. I think they said Achilles. I can't remember. Don't quote that. I can't remember.
Now we should blow them out when they play us.
Oh, it's a lot of time left, though, y'all. That's 8 minutes to go.
No, I'm telling you. But they're
up 11.
They're on a 19-2 run right now.
It's basketball, bro. And then the sad thing with the NBA, you can be up 22, bro, and nobody's panicking. It's just like, see, right back.
What happened with the Lakers today? What happened to the Lakers today?
They were up 20. They were up
20.
Like a
blink of an eye.
You up 20 in the first quarter means nothing now, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it means 0 right now. You could be down 10 at halftime.
What is this doing? Yeah, especially against a 3-point shooting team, it's absolutely nothing.
Oh, he stepped back to shoot the 3. Oh, Decker. See, Boston shoot the 3 too well, bro. All they guys, they got 5 guys on the court that can shoot that 3, bro.
Damn, Elder's like 30 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah,
my bad. That sucks too, because my boy Showtime, he called the games, right? If he ahead, I turn it off. I'm like, bro, I am not gonna listen to this for you ahead. Hell,
I don't mind it when it's like in the first or second quarter, but it's in like towards the end. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want it. Mm-hmm. I get it. What time is the Clippers game?
That's
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock tonight.
It's after this one, so I think it's.
Oh, you know what?
7 o'clock. 9
o'clock. 10 o'clock your time, probably.
No, I'm in Central time tonight.
Gotcha. So
Eastern, but I'm
9.
in Central tonight. So 9. Yeah, it's 8:43 Central time now. So yeah, man. Fellas, I'm gonna get out of here so I can get some stuff set up for the night and all that, and watch these games. And man, we'll be back. I'm sure Kareem will be back on Tuesday. Or if not tomorrow, I don't know what the schedule gonna look like. Kareem, you in here at all? Yeah, all right, that's all good. All right, I'm out of here though. Salute y'all.
Gotcha. Always a pleasure, right, Elder.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good information.
Let me see. I'm trying to read some of these chats here. Is Kareem still here?
Kareem probably dozed off.
Kareem on PTO right now. Yeah, I think the Clippers gonna win tonight though.
Yeah, what you think of Westbrook career looking like after this year?
I think it depends how the Clipper season goes. If they turn it around, then I think in a perfect world for him, I think in his heart of hearts, he's hoped that it turns around there. He plays well and he can stay there. But I think that's why when you saw you saw the video of how the Warriors were guarding him, right? How Draymond was guarding him, like kind of sagging down in the paint, leaving him like wide open. So he was shooting those shots with the Lakers. So seeing him do that tells me that he's thinking like this is his last chance. So he's overthinking. And when you do that, that's bad, man.
Yeah, he didn't take them shots with the Lakers.
Yo, they was.
He said Russ gonna be throwing lobs at Dwight. He's gonna be in Thailand. Like, man,
it's crazy how they disrespected Russ like that.
Oh,
I mean, it was some of it he brought on himself. Some of it was people going too far. Yeah, it was bad.
I seen a dude say give some one of these chubby comedians said he showed a clip of the way Golden State was playing him, and he said, "Man, give me a Ford Bronco and a Subway sandwich, and I could go 5 for 7." That's it.
I mean, yeah, man. He's never been a good shooter, but his explosiveness, his burst, a lot of that is still there. I don't know when he started missing this many layups. Like,
bro, that's the same thing I said. Like,
because he wasn't always this bad, even free throws too. Like he wasn't like that's where the decline came because he was never. I mean, he wasn't a jump shooter, but he used to be. I don't want to say money, but he used to be kind of almost deadly on that little stop on a dime, pull up like
mid-range
on the left, right of the free throw line on the elbow.
OKC.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah,
OKC.
He used to kill us with that stop on a dime and just pull up and like he used to be like.
You talking about Russ or Dennis?
I'm talking about Russ.
Oh yeah. Russ, what? Russ stopping a dime pull up game used to be nasty.
Yeah, it used to be, but now it's like now he stops on a dime and like he just loses the ball. Part of me wonders, I don't know if something like happened with his hands or something, if he had some type of injury or something that is just because a lot of it is his hands. He can't grip the ball right. Like a lot of those turnovers are him like just losing the ball. Like I don't know. So like because if you just look at it, like his shooting has just gone like ridiculous. His free throws have gone down. He fumbles the ball a lot. That play at in that last game where they was that the last game, the Kings game? It was, right? When Gordon threw him the ball and it was a very easy catchable ball. Like it just went like right through his hands. So it's someone with his hands, man, because he can't finish around the rim. His dunks, he can still dunk when he gets to the rim, but it's just like the finesse stuff. He has no touch at all anymore.
To me, it look like he got anxiety on the court. Now I think it's like the league done broke his spirits, man. Like they done broke his spirits over there in LA, man. And he tried to act like he happy.
Like, we got
probably happy at home, but in the basketball world, man, his spirits is broken.
Let me read this super chat form real quick. It said for Ethan Hill. Kareem appreciates this. Thank you. Westbrook should go to the Magic next year. What are you saying? I don't know if they want him around the young players though. They got a lot of young guards out there, so but I don't know if a young team is going to really want to, bring him in and have some of these guys pick up on some of those bad habits.
He need to go somewhere though where he can be Russell, where he can just play free and and run the team or whatever.
Yeah, and he said, what Joel said about Eric Gordon. Yeah, Eric Gordon he's gotten older too, and he wasted some years there in Houston where he wasn't, he was sitting out some. You get rusty. He's just he's older.
Quickly killing him, fool.
You said Brooklyn?
I said quickly, he's killing.
Quickly. Okay, I was like, huh? I was like, what do you say?
Yeah, some people don't know just when they get older, you don't know how to make the adjustments, and I don't think Russell know how to make the adjustments.
No, I don't know when this happened. I don't know if it was just his own or someone got in his ear or what it was. But when he made the determination that he was just, I think he wanted his career to be defined. Oh, Tatum. He wanted his career to be defined by triple doubles. I feel like that's when it turned for him, because when he started yelling at teammates for getting rebounds, You know what I mean? Like when he was chewing out Steven Adams for going after a rebound instead of letting him get it. Like that's when it's just like let your center get the rebound, bro. Like come on, man. Like so I think like somewhere along the time, like I said, I don't know if it was something he came up with on his own or someone within his team that was telling him about that. Like, yo, you can average a triple-double, go after that. And it's like it seems like he's more worried about his individual legacy, like, stat-wise, than he is about winning.
He became
Seems I'm not in his head, you know, but it just seems like it.
He became selfish.
Yeah, and it's weird because you tell people like he's selfish. Like, what are you talking about? He's averaging. Look at these assists. I go, I get it, but he's only going after the assists because he wants it to show up in a stat sheet. You know what I mean? Like it's not like he's just making the right basketball play. He's chasing those numbers. You know?
Do you feel like Jokic is doing the same?
Who?
Jokic. So like, do you feel
like his lead to wins though? You know what I mean? Like his, I don't. Right. I don't think Joker cares about his numbers. I mean, he gets them up, but I think where it's like, so let's say Russ could have like 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and the Lakers win, and he probably would be upset. Where he could have 30, 15, and 12, the Lakers lose, and he'll be happy. Well, I think Joker's the opposite of that. So you know what I mean?
Joker he passes man open. Pass. He get to pass.
Yeah, he just his passes are like read and react, right? It's like on like target, on time. Like
he's a Bill Walton that could shoot threes.
Hey, did y'all see that clip? Did y'all see that clip? It wasn't legit. That clip when they was in the locker room, Darvin Ham and LeBron was speaking, and then Russell Westbrook just as they was about to call in the huddle, Westbrook said he was like, "Oh well, just don't let nobody." Something, and just be happy. And was that?
What the hell you talking about?
Are you talking about the one in the locker room?
Yeah, when
they were saying like be greedy, and he was like, no, just have fun. Are you talking about that one?
Exactly. Yeah, that one.
Man,
hold on, we got a super chat from Ethan Hill again. Thank you very much. How do you feel about the state of the Hawks? I don't know too much about the Hawks. Like I do watch some of their games, but I think they're pretty much in the same boat that they were before they fired their coach. I don't think that team's going anywhere. You know, Trey's good. They got some good players there, but they got to figure out. You know, they got what Quinn Snyder they got, right?
Yeah.
As a coach, so he's definitely a good coach. But I don't see that team being a serious threat to anyone this year. I don't even know where they are in the standings. If they get in.
Got to retool at front court, man.
Yeah, they're just not that team's gotta have a long offseason ahead of them. They gotta figure out what they want to do. They've been trying to trade like John Collins for a couple of years. They keep keeping him. I think by letting go of the coach, the signals are definitely siding with Trae Young. So it's more likely he stays. Him and Murray. Murray's a really good player. So if they could figure out to make that work.
He definitely got his game up, man.
Oh man, that dude's man. I love watching him play. Like he's solid. That's back to a 3-point game. I'm proud of Julius Randle, man. Like I like saying Josh Hart too. Josh Hart was a good pickup for them.
They was killing Randle last year too, man.
They were. Well, he was an All-Star the year before, right? And then he didn't make it last year. They were killing him.
He was walking out on press conferences like the post games and.
Yeah. Ooh, that's not a. I'm about to say they didn't call. What is RJ Barrett doing? You see him just shove, dude?
Yeah.
Was that Smart? I heard Marcus Smart was being like real dramatic earlier. I think they're getting tired of him. But I know Randall. I remember there was a point in the offseason where they were like, where Laker fans were like, well, if we could trade Russ, if we can get rid of Russ, but we get back Julius Randle, and the people were like, hell no, we're not taking that garbage back. You know what I mean? There were people like upset at that trade idea. One, it probably wasn't a fit. But
Julius Randle in a second. He bugging. I mean,
a lot of people didn't want that.
Dude, I'm laid up in the hospital. I'm surprised they got ESPN up this month.
Nah, for real. I know what you mean.
You said, hold on, Fly G. Let's see here. Laker fans and LeBron fans ruined the Russ thing. I mean, okay, if that's what you want to, if that's what your eyes tell you, then.
I'm saying that.
Just LeBron criticizing that man. It was the whole Lakers fan base.
Yeah, so it's just
It was everybody was criticizing shit.
Well, I mean, I just Fly G. If it was Lakers and LeBron that ruined the Russ thing, why are the Clippers 0-5 steps getting them? So if you can explain that, then maybe you have a leg to stand on. But I don't blame Russ for everything. I think that would be unfair. I think the Lakers, I think LeBron, I think everyone has their own level, of guilt in that. But to say that that it's not, that the Russ had nothing to do with that, I think you're bugging there.
But they can't blame that on Russell Westbrook and the Clippers. I can't blame that on him. To me, Kawhi Leonard he let that franchise down. They paid that man all that money, man. Gave up all that draft capital for him, and he can't even get out of the court, man.
No, I get you, but I think he's played in 4 or 5 of these games, right? That Russ played in. I think the only one he didn't play in was the Sacramento game, and Russ's turnover is the one that lost that game.
He
has
played this year. So
no, you're right. I agree with you on that. Big Baby, what's up, man? See you in the chat. I agree with you on that. Like I said, I don't blame Russ for everything, and I'm not blaming Russ for everything on the Clippers. I'm just saying where Russ goes, his style of play just doesn't translate to winning. I'm not saying that because I hate Russ. I'm just saying I'm not a Russ basher, and I'm not a Braun guy as far as I'm not bigging up Braun on everything. But at the same time, where Russ goes, his game just doesn't translate into wins. Yeah, that's just because he, like you said, he doesn't adapt and he doesn't adjust. And I think someone in here talk about Paul George. Paul George has regressed some. He could still he's still very offensively gifted, but it's just that the Clippers just have too many mentally weak players, in my opinion. They fall apart at the worst moments.
Like I told my friends the other day, I told all my friends, I said, hey guys, let me put it to y'all. The guys that made the NBA, they all winners. Since y'all want to say the winning thing. The guys that made football, they all winners because they get to feed their family. But they not winners when it comes to winning championships. That's the difference. They are winning. They won it. They got more money than me and you on this phone, all of us. They got millions of dollars. So they won. Yeah. That's Westbrook, since you want to say that. But Mr. Westbrook, you're not a winner when it comes to winning championships.
Oh, Marcus Smart, I heard that.
When he was in OKC and Kevin Durant left, he did take those teams to the playoffs, though.
Yeah, he won his MVP. No, like I said, that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know when I don't know when the switch happened. I don't know when the switch happened. I even said last year, and I said last year that if I think Russ by himself, if Braun and AD were out the whole year and it was just Russ and some of those guys, they probably would have had a better record, because if Russ is allowed to have the ball, if you're making Russ a third option, it's failure. You know what I mean? I think Russ has to be operating on his own team for him to be, somewhat effective. If you're trying to have Russ post up in the corner, catch and shoot, be the primary ball handler in stretches, that's not his game. That's unfair to him. So I think what it is. So what he did in OKC, I mean, and even when he played there with Paul George, he was playing great. It didn't translate to anything as far as winning. But a lot of teams, a lot of players don't get to those levels either. But what I'm saying is that somewhere along the way, his mind of just focusing on the triple doubles, that became his primary focus.
After the Oscar Robertson record.
Yeah.
After that record, he got that record. Then I guess he felt like that, that was gonna get him in a place, a higher place than. I mean, he thought
it kept getting knocked out the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think what it is I think if Russ wasn't making $47 million, I think if Russ was making $20 million, people wouldn't blow it up so bad. But you got a guy making $47 million on a supermax deal, then you're inviting all the criticism in the world. When you're making that type of bread, that's going to one person, and you're not a superstar. You know what I mean? You're not a all NBA first teamer. You're not a perennial all-star anymore. When you're making that much money, and fan bases are going to get frustrated with you because you're tying up that big of a money on their books and you're just not producing. So it just kind of welcomes it.
That's a fact.
So it's And I can say Gomes or games. You're talking about like Paul George. We just talked about it. Like he's regressed. He's not he's not pulling his weight. He's talking about load managing when he does the same. His scoring ability in stretches of games, he disappears.
He do disappear. Yeah, he definitely disappeared, man.
Like there's games late in the third quarter. So if you're bringing in Russ to be your distributor for these quote unquote shooters, and he's got more shots at the end of a third quarter than Paul George, that's a problem for the Clippers. It's a problem.
I'll let him come off the bench. To be honest with you, I feel like that's the only way. That's the only way, especially if he wants to win a championship. If he didn't want to win a championship, and he wanted to, let Russ be Russ, he should have went to like Chicago or a team like that instead of Clippers.
I just don't think he wanted to leave. I think his family wanted to stay in LA. I don't think he wanted to leave LA. I think so. I think the Clippers were always his target. I just think he was using those other teams as leverage, so the Clippers would promise him a starting spot. That's just my opinion.
Watching their games, but have they even been playing Bones Highland?
Not much. They played him in Denver because that was like his revenge game. But then Bones Highland tried to act like that game was about him and not anyone else. So, but he's played like some, but not a lot of minutes. So he's basically like he got traded out of Denver because he was upset about playing time, and he went from the number 1 seed to the 8 seed, and not getting So it's
he lost more of his playing time.
What was that?
I said, and then he lost more of his playing time as well.
Yeah, so it's like that. But there was something going wrong in Denver. He didn't want to be there anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I think like the Russ thing is just it's one of these things that's gonna be talked about forever. You're gonna have people on one side of the argument. You're gonna have people on the other side of the argument. You know what I mean? It's gonna be one of these things that are constant. It's just your perspective of the game, really. How you see it, and if you Russ is, in my opinion, Russ is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like I don't think that's, in my opinion, there's no doubt in that. But at the same time, like I just don't think his style of play translates to today's NBA, and that's just, it happened to a lot of guys. A lot of the centers, can't play in this league anymore if they can't stretch the floor, right? So it's just that type of game that he plays. If you can't really shoot and you're not a lockdown defender, it's really hard to make it in this league nowadays.
It was to me like he thought the triple doubles was going to get him in the top 10 all time or something. As if he felt.
But if you're getting triple doubles, like let's say you get triple doubles in like 5 straight games, but you're like 1-4, then clearly you getting those triple doubles isn't leading to victories for your team. So you have to look and like, are you shooting too much? Like, are your teammates not fighting for you because you're chasing every rebound and trying to get every assist for your own well-being and not the team's? And do they not have your back on defense because of that? Do they not want to fill the lanes as much for you? Like all these different things come into play when you got a guy who's chasing his own stats over team success. A lot of the teammates see that,
because you'll catch them celebrating certain things when they losing.
Well, yeah,
that's what used to bother me. Like you celebrating, man, y'all down by 15, dog. What are you talking about?
But if you just watch his press conferences, and like I said, there'll be games where the Lakers lost, but he got his and he wasn't tripping. But then in games where the Lakers won and he didn't finish the game off and he was in a bad mood. So it's like that just sums it up.
You could tell when he ain't too beat, when he ain't get his numbers, he pull out himself like he texting all over the world. And he, one thing that I can't stand about him, to me, he doesn't accept accountability, bro. He never takes accountability for what he does.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't at all.
Yeah.
Accountability, man.
He on his for his chef.
Oh man, the Knicks might pull this off.
I know.
Another stop here, and
he scored.
You have Tatum and Tatum and Brown playing this game. I don't think Jalen played the last game in New York, but Horford hit that. Not done yet.
Yeah, I thought Horford was done a few years ago, man.
I mean, when he went to Philly, right?
Yeah, I thought he was done. I thought it was a wrap. He went back to Boston.
Well, he's in a role he likes, in a city he likes. Like it's different. It changes. When he went to Philly, he just didn't like the vibe. Didn't feel at home. Your situation matters, man.
Absolutely.
Huh.
You gotta be comfortable where you feel comfortable where you at, man.
Yeah. Ooh. Man, they're getting several.
Oh my! See that ball moving?
Wow. Dang, it was a matter of time. They got like 4 shots in that possession.
Who you talking about? Boston or New York?
Yeah, Boston had like 4 shots on that possession. They finally hit that 3. A 1-point game now.
Is it 1-point game?
Yeah, it's 111, 110.
You're in front of me there.
Oh, my bad. My fault. My fault.
I see why the 1 point. Julius Randle shoot a fucking 3. That's some Westbrook type shit there.
I still can't believe he was in the 3-point contest.
Yaga! Damn, that's the one you just said. Got 4 possessions. Damn. New York was trying to get that rebound. Now you just got to make the free throw. You got to give it to the best free throw shooter. Them niggas tired too. Tell they missed Brunson on this.
That was crazy. It was just like an 8-point game.
Hey, so what do you think about, like, because I got on a little bit late, and I know y'all was talking about the Lakers, but what do you think about this? How you feel about this Lakers team, though? Like, healthy altogether.
I like them if healthy. I think Elder said it best that they're a playing team without Braun and D'Lo. They're just about right there already. They're a playoff team with D'Lo, and with a healthy, I don't know if he's gonna be, but a healthy D'Lo, healthy Braun, and a healthy AD, then they can make some noise. But it's hard to tell because we don't know who's gonna be out there. You know, I mean, they're good enough to beat a defending champion coming in on a 5-game winning streak and getting Steph back. You know, but they weren't. They couldn't get it together to beat Minnesota on Friday. They should have won that game. So I think like if they can continue to get this chemistry, I think there's 2 things that matter the most for the Lakers. And when you see it, when you have Vando and AD doing what they do at the same time, like if Vando's in there like in the passing lanes, getting steals, putbacks, and being the disruptor while AD is slaying offensively, then I think that's the recipe that typically leads to them. That's what turned it when they were down big in Dallas. Those 2 started clicking at the same time. They came back, they won that game. And in today's game, Vando and AD were both incredible in the first half, and that's what got him up in that lead. And the thing is, I understand that a 20-point league is nothing in the NBA from a standpoint of teams can come back. But that takes a lot of energy to come back from 20 down, and then that other team gets their second run or gets another run, and you're back down 10. You know what I mean? Yeah. So these things, while it's easy to come back, it's also hard to come back and then keep that other team from going on a run for teams that are mentally tough. So if you look at that same Warrior team a couple nights ago when they came back on the Clippers, the Clippers aren't mentally tough. They quit, and Jordan Poole scored like 22 points in that third quarter, and the Clippers just fell apart. Well, the Lakers took their best punch today. They didn't fall apart. They came back and, they distanced themselves again and they won the game. It's just different,
To me, I don't know if it's the same way to you, but it looks like they wins and losses has been dependent on Schroeder's consistency and inconsistency. It seems like when he's playing inconsistent, they lose, but when he's coming out there doing what he's supposed to, they win the game.
Well, he wasn't very good today. Yeah, he had a good stretch in the fourth quarter, but he was shooting us out of the game. Like in the first, when they were going on their run, at one point he was like 3 for 12 or something like that. His defense, he was playing tough on defense, but he wasn't like making any of his shots. He was literally killing momentum. And then in that stretch in the fourth quarter, he started to, he was diving on the floor, got some loose balls, hit some free throws, hit that big 3, had that really good pass to AD that was borderline the dagger. But it's Schroeder. Shooter's got to be your guy off the bench. If Shooter is your backup point guard and he's playing great, then you're in good position. Because if you have D'Lo, in your starting lineup. But counting on did they get that ball in? Okay, counting on Schroeder as your primary ball handler, you're gonna that's tough. It's not fair to him either.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know what I was looking at today. And he didn't look like he played that bad to me.
He didn't. Well, I'm not gonna. I don't want to say the term "played bad" because that makes it seem like I only care about scoring. I don't, because like I said, he was competing defensively, and I don't know what Jordan Poole finished with, but I just saw how hard he made it for Jordan Poole to get open, chasing him around screens, making him not catch it in the spots where he wanted to catch it at. So he didn't play necessarily a terrible game. He just wasn't very good offensively when you didn't have another primary ball handler to fill that role, I guess is my point. So if he was out there and he just like, okay, I'm going to play that Beverly role to get out there and just chase this guy and make life hell for him on defense, but you bring the rock up, you get everyone involved, and I would say he had a pretty good game. He had too many shots, and he was missing too many of those shots early in the, especially in that first half. Okay, that's what a lot led to that comeback that the Warriors had, is when Dennis started missing a lot of shots. They'd come back and hit a three, after a lot of his misses.
When they came back, the second unit was missing chip shots. Rui and Walker. They just playing.
Yeah, no, it wasn't just that. If you look, it looked like they didn't have their legs. So all of them were like front. There were so many air balls in the first half.
I know. I was like, what the heck?
And like front rim, it looks like they just didn't have their legs. And then when they came back after halftime, it's like, okay, because like Lonnie's first two shots were air balls. Rui shot, like he already shoots a flat shot, but it was damn near hitting like the bottom of the rim.